Good evening. Good evening. Hello, everyone. The I Love family. Thank you for coming back since yesterday transpired. Thank you all for returning for another episode of She Loves Thee podcast. This is Thursday night, and we have a lot to discuss. So I'm glad that you guys returned. We're not going to be on here all night, though. We're not. We're just not. We're not going to be on here all night. We're going to, say what we have to say, give our thoughts and opinions, and we'll be moving right along. So first thing that I want to do is, of course, congratulate Jackson State softball team for advancing today. I want to say that we are the only team that is currently unbeaten in the softball tournament. It was a hard-fought tournament. Very hard-fought. Very, very hard-fought. And the reason why I say that is because it was kind of like Jackson State was getting on the bases. Alabama State would get them out. And then Jackson State let a few runners on for Alabama State, but they always got them out to where it ended up that the Jackson State Tigers were able to hold on to that lead. So we beat Alabama State 2-1 today. Let me pull this bracket up for you guys so that you can see it, because I want to say we are the only one that went through the tournament unbeaten. Only one. All right. Let me see. Yes, defensive for sure. Let me see if I can pull this bracket up. All right. So currently, as it stands, Jackson State, basically the championship is tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Everyone else has lost a game. So they're literally 2 games behind because Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M are playing right now. Or let me see what that score is. Anybody know what the Bethune-Cookman and when I was watching it, Bethune-Cookman had a hefty lead versus FAMU. So the winner of that particular game has to still play another game in the morning. And then after they play in the morning, they also have to play in the afternoon because everyone else lost a game. Let's see what that score is. 6-5, Rattlers in the top. Oh, wow. FAM came back, y'all. FAM came back. At one point, FAMU was up, or Bethune-Cookman was up like 5-1. So this is a close game. Whoever is the winner of this particular game will be playing Alabama State tomorrow. Because we've already beaten Bethune and FAMU lost to Alabama State. So whoever wins this game, they'll be playing tomorrow morning against Alabama State. And then the winner of that game will have to play us at 2:30. So it's looking good. The ladies have looked really good throughout the whole tournament. They are looking to do back-to-back as SWAC tournament champions. And so you can also, Orangey is covering that. And also the SWAC channel has that available. You know why we're here, y'all. You know exactly why we are here. Do y'all have any other news before we get started? Any other news that you would like to drop in the chat that you want to talk about before we get started? Let me see what. Oh, we got a new pope, y'all. Dr. Kanisha yesterday said she's just waiting on the smoke for the new pope, and they got the pope. They got the smoke today. He's actually from America. I was just talking about you, Dr. Kanisha. I just was telling them how we got the pope. We got the smoke for the new pope. Play the video. Which video, Miss Shanetta? Cue up meek as a lamb. Meek as a lamb. I was told the Pope is a Chicago YN. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know that much about him. I think he's of Latino descent. Meek as a lamb. What song is that? I never heard of that one. The lion of the tribe of Judah. Who sings meek as a lamb? Who's being meek? in the world? Who's playing Meek? I don't know. I've still been talking mess. I don't know about y'all, but I still been talking. He is brown. He is brown. What does that mean? No, she didn't. It's not broken. Okay, the bag's okay, baby. It's intact. I tried. Oh, not a DEI Pope. Lord, let's look at the Pope real quick. I heard he's from Chicago. Let's look up this Pope. We got the smoke for the Pope. Y'all are funny. Not a DEI. Listen, we are in our last days. When they said that the Pope was from America, I said, okay, y'all can hang it up. I don't know, if you have the older folk, as they say, we're living in the last days. Give me that right now. We are living in the last days. And I believe it. Y'all have to excuse me. My son is supposed to be asleep, and he's cruising for a bruising. We are not doing that tonight. I wasn't even going to get on today, but I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this, lay it on out. Lay it on out, y'all. You'll see him on Saturday. But as of right now, he is testing me, and he getting ready to go to his room and go to bed. I was trying to be nice and let him fall asleep here, but he's probably going to go to his room. All right. First American-born Pope. Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, now known as Pope Leo, is the first Pope from the United States. 69-year-old from Chicago, is known as a leader with global experience. He spent much of his career as a missionary in South America and most recently led a powerful Vatican office for bishop appointments. His election represents continuity with the papacy of the late Pope Francis, and he is expected to continue Francis' reforms of the church, as well as his focus on poverty and marginalized people. Here's what you should know about the new American pontiff. He was the least American of the American cardinals. He was born in Chicago. How is that the least American? Not born in Chicago. He was born in Chi-Town. But inside the Vatican, where he eventually lived and worked, he was considered the least American of the U.S. cardinals, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means, least American. He worked for a decade in Trujillo, Peru, and was later appointed Bishop of Chiclayo, another Peruvian city, where he served from 2014 to 2023. Oh, Lord. I know Trump not going to like that. He speaks fluent Spanish and Italian, both of which he displayed during his first address to the public in St. Peter's Square. He was well regarded by Pope Francis. He respected him and thought of him very highly. Clearly, Pope Francis saw in him something. He saw him as a capable leader. That's what the Vatican correspondent Christopher Lamb said. He's a very thoughtful person. He's a member of the Augustinian order. See, that sounds like some stuff right there. Augustinian order? What is that? Cue this video. Okay, I'm going to cue it. I'm going to cue it up. Let me start that real quick. Oh, okay. Okay. He's a member of an Augustinian order. Which spread across the world. He led the order for more than a decade as its prior general. I don't know what Augustinian order is, but it sounds like some angels versus demons, Tom Hanks type of stuff. The new pontiff used his first remarks to say he is a son of St. Augustine, and he quoted the saint's famous phrase, "For you, I am a bishop. With you, after all, I am a Christian." This reflects the idea that all the people in the church hierarchy, from leaders to everyday members, walk together. He's also a Peruvian citizen. He has a commitment to the poor. He studied math at Villanova. Provost earned his bachelor's degree in mathematics from Villanova University in Pennsylvania, and he received his diploma in theology from the Catholic Theological Union of Chicago. And he's a fan of tennis. So that's about our Pope. 69 years old. So he'll be the Pope for what? 20 years? 30 years? Miss Shanetta has a request, and I'm going to grant that request. Do you guys want to talk about anything else before we get started? Leave me at the throne. All right. She wants us to play this song, and I am going to oblige her and play this song before we get started. Oh, wait a minute. Miss Shanetta, why are you like this? And why am I like this? All right. So we are going to begin things. We're going to get it started. Like the stream, subscribe.
And
How you doing, Mr. Ford?
Hey, how you feeling? You doing good?
We're just having our farewell service.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We're having
Yeah.
a farewell service today.
Okay, all right.
My life, and now I'm free. He washed away.
He washed away.
Hey,
Yes.
Miss Whitley.
Mr. Ford,
How you doing?
I'm great. Well, we were saying farewell. So long, farewell to you, my friend, to our president, Mr. Ford.
Yeah. I saw you were on while I was in class. I had my phone on the desk, and I saw that you were on, and then I saw something about emergency meeting of the IHL. But of course, I was in the middle of class, and I said, okay, wonder what's going on now.
It's
Yeah,
always something, ain't it, Mr.
yeah, it's
Ford?
always something, babe. It's
Always.
yeah,
Always.
yeah.
So we are officially on a president's watch.
Yeah, I heard.
We're on president's watch, Mr. Ford. How do you feel about the revolving door of presidents, not just at Jackson State, but
Yeah.
elsewhere? How do you feel about that?
That's a way of keeping us off balance. It's all okay. Let me ask this: Did the IHL, what was their grievance against this president? Did they say what's going on?
So I'll just go ahead and I'll read that particular article by
Okay.
Mississippi Today. Nearly 2 years, Jackson State University President Marcus Thompson has resigned. No reason was given, Mr. Ford.
Oh, okay.
The news came after IHL, Mississippi's governing body that oversees the state's public universities, met Wednesday to discuss a personal matter regarding an employee at Jackson State University. It had regarding the job performance of a person holding a specific position at Jackson State. That's all we have, Mr. Ford.
Okay, so I see the acting president, Dr. Denise Jones Gregory, right?
Yes.
Okay, what's her biography? What do we know about her?
I'm so glad that you asked because I have it right here with me.
Okay.
So Dr. Denise Jones Gregory is currently the provost and vice president of academic affairs at Jackson State University. She has over 20 years of higher education experience. Dr. Gregory formerly served as associate provost of student success and diversity at Samford University.
Oh yeah, Birmingham. Yeah.
In this capacity, she oversaw 3 high priority student areas on campus: Office of Diversity, Office of Accessibility and Accommodations, and the Academic Success Center. She was also responsible for managing and improving multiple budgets, ensuring quality customer care and engagement. She served on the executive leadership team, President's Council, and University Council, playing a pivotal role in developing the university's strategic plan. Gregory has also served as NCAA faculty athletic representative and participated in more than 20 faculty and staff search committees annually. She's a native of Columbus, Mississippi.
Okay.
She received her bachelor's of science in chemistry from Jackson State University.
Okay.
A doctorate from the Georgia Institute of Technology. She is a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc., and on the regional leadership team as primary advisor to the Samford University chapter. She's also a life member of Jackson State University National Alumni Association, and she is treasurer of the Birmingham chapter.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit about her.
Oh yeah, she sounds very exciting. Yeah, she sound. I mean, I like what I hear. Yeah.
But
And how old is she? What's her age?
Mr. Ford, you don't ask a lady's age.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
I don't know her age. But Mr. Ford, why are you asking that lady's age?
I was just asking. Yeah. She's gorgeous. I see that.
I'm gonna Mr. Ford, I have so much to ask you aside from
Okay.
about the President's Watch. We have
Okay.
some breaking news. I don't know if you heard about it or not. I'm getting ready to bring it to you. But let me play a little bit of this song because we are in shambles, Mr. Ford.
Okay.
All over the place. But then again, we're not, because we've been here so many times. So I'm going to play a little bit snippet of this song. I'm not going anywhere. I just think that this particular song is soothing to the soul.
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I want to know the clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask
The question, Lord. Okay. Whew. So, Mr. Ford, we're not going to complain.
Yeah. Now listen. Somebody said she's married to Sean Brinkley.
Who said that?
Wait a minute. I thought it said not Sean Gregory. Is that true? She's married to the former JSU quarterback Sean Gregory.
Why are you asking me? I don't know her. It didn't have her marriage in the
Tiger
bio.
Nation, the undefeated 9:27 p.m. said married to former JSU quarterback Sean Gregory. I coached against him.
You coached against him?
Yeah.
They said yes. They said yes. That's correct, Mr. Ford. Yes, she is.
I coached against Sean. Was I'm trying to think. Was he coaching in Clayton County?
Mr. Ford, you know everybody.
No, I know. I remember him. He was here in the Atlanta area. He was coaching here. This was maybe in the 90s. Does anybody remember that? I remember. I think I coached against him.
She is the sister-in-law of former JSU offensive coach James Woody.
Wait a minute. I know James Woody.
You know everybody, Mr. Ford.
Wait a minute. Was James Woody at one time at Tuskegee? Wait a minute. I know.
Nothing gets by, Mr. Ford, and they're saying
I'm trying to think. I think I know James Woody. Wait a minute. See, you don't woke. Huh?
Mr. Ford, you've been studying your playbook.
Okay, tell me which one. Which playbook?
The one where you know everybody. So they're saying yes. With Comma G, right? They said yes.
Yeah. I thought I know Woody. Yeah, I know Woody. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I definitely remember Woody. I remember the name too. But when you said Commages, you know I know Coach Commages.
So I'm going to share this message by Will Packer. And he just has an urgent message stating that HBCUs are under attack.
Oh, always.
Of course, he is a alum of FAMU, and as you know, they are supposed to be getting a new president soon as well, and it doesn't look like they're very happy about who they are putting to the forefront. So I'm going to play that for you.
Oh, yeah.
What he has to say.
This is an urgent message for alumni and students of Florida A&M University, and a warning for all those who love and support HBCUs. HBCUs are under attack. MAGA is trying to take over leadership at several of our beloved institutions. Right now, FAMU is in the bullseye. Hear me loud and clear. Right this very minute, a group of activist Republicans are trying to put in the highest position of power someone who is solidly and objectively unqualified for it. Her name,
I knew about that. Yeah.
Johnson. FAMU deserves better. Marva Johnson has been named a finalist for the FAMU presidency by Florida Republicans who sit on the presidential search committee. Let me tell you a little bit about Marva Johnson. She is a career lobbyist with no experience in higher education administration. Literally,
Right.
the same amount of higher education admin experience as you or I. Zero. None. Now, this is not just about her being a political affiliations, but what we cannot allow is a hostile takeover by someone who is aligned with a party that has loudly and proudly espoused ideologies that attack diversity and diverse institutions, attack equitable economics, and attack inclusive principles. The exact pillars that institutions like FAMU were built upon. There is no place for that hateful and divisive rhetoric, not at the College of Love and Charity. As an active and proud alumni who has given money, who has given time, and who has given untold effort to the place that helped shape me, I refuse to sit idly by and watch others attempt to destroy the legacy that so many who came before us have built. Neither should you. Now, this process is moving fast. These 13 individuals make up the FAMU Board of Trustees. Possibly as soon as next week, they will vote on the next president. We have to act now. I want you to take a minute to do two things. First, screenshot this page right now and reach out to as many of these trustees as you can to let them know that FAMU is too important to be entrusted to the likes of Marva Johnson. Second, I want you to add your name to the FAMU Deserves Better petition created by FAMU students at change.org. And then stay tuned for more details on student-led protests taking place on campus in Tallahassee next Wednesday, May 14th. It's time to take a stand. Right now, Rattler Nation, FAMU deserves better. Let's go.
Well, that was a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's right. He's right. That lady was aligned with Rick Scott. Yeah, I don't know if you remember Rick Scott. He was the governor of Florida. He was awful. And then that Nazi that's the governor of Florida right now, Rick DeSantis. I think it's Rick DeSantis. He's awful too, man. They something else. And yeah, that lady is she's an agent of theirs. She's worked for Rick Scott and she's worked for DeSantis. Yeah, she's awful. Yeah, he's right.
So it's interesting because their board of trustees are made up of some FAMU faithful on there. They should have a little bit of pull to pick and choose who they want, right? So I'm surprised.
He's telling them right. I mean, when you see them snakes, baby, when you see them infiltrators coming, you better do what you got to do, because they will take your institution down. They will divide the alums from the school, from the community. They will do everything to destroy the school. I've seen it over and over. Yeah, they better come together. Put all them little petty differences to the side. Yeah, they better do what they need to do. Because I had heard about that lady. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they doing. They, they picking their people.
They have a little bit more leeway than us. I'll just put it like this in terms of who's on the board of trustees that they have.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and also share this story, and basically they were speaking about the sudden resignation of our president. So I'm just going to bring this to you, and maybe I think they had a chance to actually ask the governor as well.
HL know that as alumni, we should have some, feedback as to who our next president will be.
Just hours before Wednesday's resignation announcement, the IHL board was in a closed door executive session to discuss a JSU personnel matter. A statement from JSU's National Alumni Association president, Patrice Edwards, says in part, quote, "We support our beloved alma mater, as we always have and always will. We stand with our scholars, those brilliant young minds who represent the very best part of what's next." Governor Tate Reeves says the IHL has some explaining to do.
Jackson State needs consistency. They need quality leadership. And I think that the IHL board and the IHL commissioner owes the taxpayers explanation as to why they've gotten it so wrong at Jackson State. And
you hear that?
And Dr.
That's trickery.
Denise Jones
That's
Gregory has been
chicanery.
named.
He's a liar and a
There's
deceiver.
no word despite speculation on
That's what
social
that
media,
is.
excuse me.
He
as to
already knew it. He's
why
a liar.
Thompson has resigned.
Oh, he's lying to us.
He's a
He's
liar
a
and a
habitual
deceiver.
liar.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's a habitual liar. Now, anything he says is perceive it as a lie. Because what he's trying to say is that
So it's just
he had nothing to do with it. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's chicanery.
right. How you are right.
Yeah.
You guys are literally the ones that appoint. You know what's also interesting is that one of the board members that was actually the chair of that search in 2023, he said he don't want to be on it. He don't want to be on the search committee.
Right.
What you mean you don't want to be on the search committee? He was the chair for the presidential search for Jackson State, and he said he doesn't want to be on it, allegedly. What you mean you don't want to be on it? That don't make sense. Like, you can't not be on it. No matter the outcome, you have to be on the board. Like, you're supposed to be the one that advocates. As a Jackson State alum, you're supposed to be the one in the room advocating on behalf of Jackson State University.
Right.
You not being on that committee is not sitting well with me, because even if they don't, I don't know, I just feel like this is terrible.
Oh yeah, I mean it's it's backdoor dealing. Like they used to say about the real power was in the closed room with a cigar smoke, and they make the decision back there. Because that's what they've always done with us. They've always had their secret societies, secret meetings. That's how they deal with us.
And then there's like a lot of stuff going on, because President Thompson, he let go of a lot of people during his tenure there. He was firing folks left and right, handing them, hey, I need your letter of resignation. That he definitely shook things up at Jackson State University. So the fact that he has this quiet. It's a quiet exit, Mr. Ford, because they didn't give a reason for why he resigned. They just, he resigned. There has not been any official word on why he has resigned. And, similar to last president, there was whispers and rumors, but nothing concrete came out.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now let's shift gears a little bit. Mr. Ford, because I got some news. I got some news for you, Mr. Ford.
Okay. All right.
Guess what?
Okay, I'm listening.
You ain't listened to Blue today.
No, I've been out of the loop. No, I try to catch Blue. No, what's going? Was that about the guy at Florida A&M?
Let me read it to you. I'm gonna read it to you. Breaking news, according to Zach McKinnell, FCS Blue Bloods. This just in a couple of hours ago. There was a massive announcement on April 27th that Fordham QB CJ Montez committed to the Rattlers. He was a Walter Payton's finalist, completed 64% of his passes for 3,000 passing yards, 26 passing touchdowns, and only 1 interception. And then today, Blue made a post and said, well, it looks like in an unexpected twist, Fordham quarterback CJ Montez will actually not be headed to the highest of 7 hills.
Right. Yeah, I heard it.
Tallahassee.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Mr. Ford, I'm going to ask you because you was getting ready to give them the front running, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, I tell you what, I was like, hey, I was trying to get as much intel on this guy, but I heard he's going to go to Kent State. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I did hear he's going to Kent State. Yeah. But I was like, darn, they getting this guy. But hey, he's going. So is that the MAC conference? Where's Kent State? What conference is that?
Yeah, that's the MAC conference.
So he'll be at the MAC conference. Okay. All right.
All right. So I have a I guess I don't look this stuff up. Folks just be tagging me, being messy, and I share it because I'm messy too. So this is the response that they had. It's been going all over Twitter.
Huh? Kick it free? I didn't say Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. I tell you what. You better go on back out there and get out of my face before you get swollen.
Because it's Big D over here, not the little one.
Right.
And of course, that I don't know what's wrong with our alums. That's Freddie G over there acting up. But you, Mr. Ford, you outside of the fact that we won the Celebration Bowl and that we won the SWAC championship, you dead ass was about to give FAMU the front running.
Hey, listen.
You don't know nothing about the rest of their team, Mr. Ford. You don't know about their defensive line, their offensive line, but that they get that quarterback that it's on site.
Listen, when I saw them films, I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie. When I saw them films, I was like, man, woo, what is this?
Oh, Kent State said, hold up now, hold
Yeah,
up.
they went and listen, they did like I tell you, we got to do. They went and got that money together.
They dug in them
They
pockets.
went and got that money together. They put that check in front of him.
Let
Yeah,
me
they
up
went and
your
put that money
NIL.
together.
I wonder how much they gave him. How much is a quarterback like him worth? All right, but they do have another quarterback.
Okay, oh, you saying FAMU has another quarterback?
Yes, they got. I mean, listen, Coach Cozy. Now I will say this: he's been on the hunt.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So his name is R.J. Johnson the third.
Uh-huh.
He is a quarterback from the University of Toledo.
Ooh, is that MAC conference too?
Yes, I think so.
You got some film? You got any film?
I think he's a young quarterback, Mr. Ford.
Okay, so you don't have no film.
I'll look and see if I can find some. It says after.
Okay. What's his hometown? What high school?
You asking all the right questions, ain't it? Let me see. R.J. Johnson the third. Well, we all know who our quarterback is, Mr. Ford. I got some news for ours too. I got some news for you.
Okay.
All right. So R.J. Johnson. So he is a young quarterback, Mr. Ford. He is a 6'2", 210 pound quarterback. His hometown is Atlanta.
No.
Atlanta.
High school? What high school?
Westlake.
I should know him. He's from Westlake.
Yes. He's a 3-star prospect out of 247 Sports, named first team All-State as a senior.
Yeah.
2-time winner of Westlake High School's Offensive Player of the Year award, 4-time letter winner. Do you know him? He doesn't have any playing time though. So he didn't have any. He was a redshirt freshman.
So he's got 4 years of eligibility?
It says he has 3 years left. But on his thing, it says he has 3 years left.
And so he's coming from Toledo, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll ask around. Because listen, Westlake is maybe 2 to 3 miles from my house. Let me look at.
Okay, so that okay, we got a new quarterback. Okay, so then we also have information on another quarterback as well, and they're coming into the SWAC. They got some quarterbacks coming. So you remember Mekhi Hagans that played for UAPB?
Yeah. I remember him. He was good.
Guess where he headed to?
Where?
To Sam Shade.
Whoa! What? Oh, I liked him. He could play. Oh, that's gonna be a battle over there. Because I'm gonna tell you something. That kid going over there to play. He ain't going to sit down.
I think Quad is still over there.
They gonna battle. They gonna go at it. I'm telling you, they gonna go at this kid can play. I've seen this kid. They had him and they had another kid. That other kid went to Oklahoma, I think, a wide receiver. Them kids could play. This guy here is dual threat too. Man, whoa.
Max.
Yeah, this all right. Hey, that's Christmas.
So Sam Shade got him a quarterback room.
Yeah, he done got him with experience that knows the conference.
Now, It's all about the fundamentals.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Ford,
Uh-huh.
guess who is getting some training?
Who's that?
Jacoby and Morgan.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What now? So is he going out to California somewhere? Where's he going?
No, there's Wyatt Davis. He is the owner of 601 Elite Quarterback. Have you heard of that?
No, you got me on that one. Who are the other people he's trained? Tell me some people he's trained.
Let me see. 601 Elite Quarterback and Skill Academy. He is a former Pearl River quarterback. Let me see. So he's basically helps train signal callers. I want to say that he is currently training. Let me get the young man's name correct before I even say it. But it's another quarterback in Mississippi. Whoa. Do. I can't find that other quarterback that he's training. He's training another quarterback in the state of Mississippi.
You got a biography on him?
On Wyatt, I'll get it for you.
Okay.
I was trying to show you Jacoby and Morgan because I remember you was talking about like he needs training with his fundamentals and stuff like that. And I think it was last season you were highlighting, or even this season you asked about it, and you were asking about like what are some things that Jacoby and Morgan needs to do, and so he's been training.
Oh yeah, I see. I'm seeing. I hope he can throw for 3,000, 3,000 yards, and they have an offensive explosion. Because y'all got the wide receiver from Prairie View, right? Isn't the name? What is it, Savage?
Oh yes, Shamar Savage.
Yeah, that guy. I've watched him with the man. That's gonna be awesome. Because y'all already got an explosive wide receiver room.
Wyatt Davis is the best quarterback trainer in the South. This is really big. This is from Austin. He says that Wyatt Davis is the best quarterback trainer in the South.
Well, okay. You got in about.
Let me look it up. Yeah, Wyatt Davis. I know he's really good, and I just don't. I know that he's coaching another Mississippi quarterback. I just don't have it on me. So he has quarterback camp. Okay, so it just says that he started about 3 years ago, and I can't get none of this stuff to be quiet. Everything is making noise. I can't make it hush. I was trying to read it, but I can't get the stuff to be quiet. Okay. Hopefully that got. All right. He won 2 national titles at East Mississippi. Let me see if I can go to his website. I know that his father recently passed away last year and a half. So I'm not sure. I'm sorry. But I just know that 601 Training Academy. It says go look at the QBs he's helped development from Power 4 schools to top level JUCOs. Well, I'm trying to find it, but I can't. can't find it. Let me see. So his next training is going to be June 28th. Welcome to Jackson Academy, quarterback. Let me go to his page. Okay, we have AJ Maddox Jr. He's the quarterback for Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Collins, Syracuse football.
Okay.
John White, and he was at Southern Miss. Trey Petty, Illinois football. I don't know how to say that. Mercer football. He has C. Miller from Mercer football, a quarterback at Mercer football.
Okay.
Ty Keys from Grambling.
I know him. I've seen him. I've seen him on film.
Bryson Kimbrough, ULM football. Carter Hankins. Garrison Davis. He committed to UAPB Lions at one point in time. Are you familiar with him? Oh, he's still there. Garrison Davis.
No, you say he's at Arkansas Pine Bluff now?
Yes. And he's a quarterback from Holmes County High School from Jackson, Mississippi.
I know about Holmes County. I don't. No.
You don't know about Holmes County? That's where a lot of our football players.
Yeah. I said I know about Holmes. I don't know about the young man.
Oh, okay. Coleman Carter signed with Raging Cajuns football. So he has quite a bit of talented quarterbacks.
Okay.
And I think with Jacobian, you said that he just needed to improve his footwork.
Yeah, and he did. He did improve his foot. Because see, your footwork helps to determine your accuracy. And when I saw him as the season progressed, his footwork did get better and his accuracy got better. It got really good. I saw improvement. Throughout the season.
Okay, so you saw the improvement, and now he's getting that training from Wyatt on top of. So he's basically building off of the Celebration Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, those are the kinds of things you have to have to get him ready to compete if he's going to get a chance at the NFL.
Right, and I know that you highlighted that was one of the things that he really needs to work on his footwork, and he is doing just that. And then you know what? He's not the only one that's taking his craft seriously. We also have our running back as well, who's taking his craft seriously. That's of course Travis Terrell.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is in Atlanta, Georgia training.
Okay.
So that's big, right?
Oh yeah, that's big.
That off-season training. It just shows how dedicated you are to your craft. So
well, that's when you win games and when you win championships is in the off season. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's the people that pay the price in the off season. Those are usually the people who win. That's who wins, and that's who wins championships.
Yeah. So that is the Beckwith Beckwith Sports Academy. So he's working, like he's really, they're turning it up a notch. And then of course, you know, summer workouts is getting ready to start in terms of strength and conditioning. And Austin says, watch Garrison become a low-level quarterback to a high-level QB and getting a scholarship. If he can make a quarterback with no skill to somebody, he'll make Jacobian way better than what he was last year. And if he, Jacobian Morgan's numbers at this point, I'm putting him as SWAC preseason offensive player of the year, right? Wouldn't you put him out there? The year prior, they had what, Miles Crawley?
That was pathetic.
Do you remember that, Mr. Ford?
It was pathetic.
What?
It was pathetic. I don't even think he was the third best quarterback in the SWAC last year. I thought Grambling played better when he sit down.
All right. Okay. So Jacobian Morgan was already at 65% completion, or excuse me, 64% completion percentage for the 2024 season. And he had 2,051 passing yards, 19 touchdowns. And that's passing touchdowns. He had 4 rushing touchdowns.
Right.
So, you know, I think that where he's at or where he ended the season to where he goes now, you're talking about becoming an elite quarterback, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd like to see him get a shot at the NFL.
Yes.
I'd like to see him get a shot at the NFL.
So that's going to be exciting to watch this season. But, you know, you was a little bit too hyped for me when you thought that quarterback was coming to the SWAC.
Well, I like what I saw on film, but I was reading what those people from the FCS, you know, the media was saying, and that's why I was asking that night if Blue was on, because, you know, I told you one of the articles I read, they were saying about him coming to FAM, he was already the best quarterback in the SWAC. I want to hear some other people what they thought about that. You know, I mean, is that a myth or was that true or what? You know, I wanted to know.
Was it a myth? What do you mean by myth?
Or was it a lie? Was it the truth or what?
Was what a lie?
Was that kid, that Montez kid, by him just going to FAM, was he going to be the best quarterback in the SWAC?
It was a lie.
But that's what I was trying to find out. I wanted to know.
Morgan is the best quarterback.
Huh?
Jacobian Morgan is the best quarterback.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about that.
I also wanted to share this with you because I found I got some more intel on some of the quarterbacks. So Wyatt Davis says, couldn't be prouder of these two. That makes 4 FBS commits at quarterbacks for Mississippi in one senior class. Not to mention there's more that could join. This is a big deal for Mississippi, but also their programs as well. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Every one of them has came through the 601. So basically he, Jay Beeman went to Tulane and Coleman Carter went to the Raging Cajuns. And so those 2 commits right there were trained underneath Wyatt Davis and 601 quarterback club or 601 elite quarterback training.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Max, I thought you already knew it. No, I didn't go to Jackson State. You already knew that, right? I thought
Max,
you knew that.
Leave Mr. Ford alone, please.
Upstairs. Well, you know I didn't go to Jackson State. Okay.
Same team. You gonna have to do something about this, about Coach Tremaine Jackson now, Mr. Ford.
Now, what is he still talking?
He's got the Prairie View fans. He's got them barking crazy.
Oh, listen, he got them barking at my school too.
Are they barking
I
at
ain't
your
never
school
heard
too?
them say nothing until now. I ain't never heard the Prairie View people say nothing until now.
You've never heard of Prairie View folks saying anything.
At my school, no, they talk. Boy, listen, they barking now. They barking now, boy.
He blocked Brandy, Mr. Ford.
Huh?
He blocked Brandy.
He did?
Yes, on Twitter. I said, Lord,
Why?
look,
Why did he block Brandy?
He didn't go to SWAC orientation. You gotta listen when you come to the SWAC, not even just the SWAC, HBCU football period. The fans are gonna make you feel it, especially when you have a lot of bravado, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? But it also makes it good for what? It's good bulletin board material, right? We see how
Did he say something about Jackson when that kid, that wide receiver came to Jackson? He said something about something done in the dark. I thought I saw something.
Or you be up on all the tea.
No, I know it came across or something about, he said something about stuff done in the dark will come to the light. Hey, Dr. Kanisha, didn't he say something about that?
He was kind of like, you see how indirect that is? No one knows what you're talking about. So here's what happened. Jeff Lightsey, which that in and of itself is kind of like clickbait. He made a post suggesting, or he made a video suggesting that particular tweet that Coach Tremaine Jackson did, that was directed towards Shamar Savage committing to Jackson State. But Shamar Savage went to the HBCU Legacy Bowl, right?
Right.
Which, if you actually go to the Legacy Bowl at this point, you're trying to go to the NFL or the CFL. You know, you're getting ready to go to the league. So Shamar Savage, basically, you're effectively no longer a part of Prairie View outside of being an alum. You know that his coach for the HBCU Legacy Bowl was our coach, Coach Vincent Marshall.
Right.
So Shamar Savage, he ends up getting, I guess, an extra year of eligibility because he must have went to JUCO or something, right? You get an extra year when you go to JUCO. So maybe he got an extra year. For whatever reason, he didn't get an agent. So because you don't get an agent, you can come back to football and play.
Right.
So he went into the transfer portal. He got a couple of offers, and then Jackson State finally offered him, and he ended up committing probably like 3 or 4 weeks later. But so Jeff Lightsey insinuated that Tremaine Jackson was saying that there was some type of nefarious things going on in terms of how Shamar Savage ended up at Jackson State.
Okay.
And of course, if you're going to say something about Jackson State that could compromise our program, the fans are going to talk. They're going to set it straight. They're going to be in the comments. So yeah, Lionel was loud and talking about Jackson State fans this and Jackson State fans that. And I'm like, Jeff Lightsey is the one that said it. Why are you directing it towards us?
Yeah, he's doing a lot of talking. I've been listening to him.
Well, you've been gassing him up, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, no, he's been doing a lot of talking now.
I
told you, he called my school a crumbling. He called my school a crumbling dynasty.
Wait, who called your school a crumbling dynasty?
Lionel, what's his name? Isn't it Lionel? What's his name?
You won't let him talk about your school like that, Mr. Ford?
I'm just waiting. You know, I'm just waiting.
Can we talk about
the crumbling dynasty? That's why he said that every time they go to Baton Rouge, they whoops ass. He said recently, every time they go to Baton Rouge, they whoops ass. That's what he said.
Israel called him Lionel.
Huh?
lie, like lie,
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. You doing a lot of talking now.
Oh, Mr. Ford, guess who was on here yesterday?
Who?
A&T Dave, Mr. Ford.
Who?
A&T Dave.
Oh, you talking about what I call him? Competitive. Competitive, yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Competitive was on here, but it was only
Yeah,
during
Mr.
the day.
Competitive.
I said,
He's listen, I see him on I hear him he's doesn't he do something with Dr. Cavill?
yes.
Yeah, I hear them. I tune into him sometime. And he's on there with some guy that went to Hampton and is from Atlanta. I listen to them a couple of times.
Mr. Competitive.
Yeah, Mr. Competitive, yeah.
Yeah,
Mr. Delusional.
A&T was on here, and I was like, now Dave, why aren't you ever on here when Mr. Ford be on here? Or you just don't answer when he's on here? And he says, hey, where is he at? Where is Mr. Competitive at? He was on here yesterday though, he was all up in the juice trying to figure out what's going on in Jackson State. What happened with y'all president?
Well, you should have told him when A&T gonna take their ass back to the MEAC. That's what you should have told him. When y'all gonna take your ass back to the MEAC? Because you ain't gonna have a winning season until you do it.
I said, A&T Dave. I said, say hey to the chat because you're always asking about A&T Dave, but a lot of folks didn't actually know who he was. So I said, hey, there he is right there. What the heck?
Yeah, that's Doc's friend. That's Doc's friend.
Oh Lord. My light done
Yeah.
went out.
Huh?
I said my light went out.
Oh.
My ring light. Anyway, they said what's done in the dark? Oh.
Yeah, that's right, brother. Duke's beating the blacks. Ain't what they said they were gonna beat the blacks.
They did not say that, Mr. Ford.
I thought that was him that said beat the blacks, that A&T was gonna beat the black schools.
No.
That wasn't him?
No, I'm not even gonna let y'all put that on poor Dave.
Oh, okay. I thought that was him.
Say that. He who was it that said that? A&T Roy is the one that said that.
Oh, is they okay.
I'm not even gonna let y'all do Dave like that. Dave thought that they would win at least 3 games, but he didn't never say. I think he did say he was gonna beat South Carolina State, or I don't know. There we go.
Oh, do you think they're gonna beat them this year? Are they gonna beat South Carolina State this year in Central?
They better do something. All that barking they was doing about getting a new coach. They paid that man in full to get rid of him.
Take your ass back to the MEAC, A&T.
Tiger Nation said, who gonna beat the whites?
Nobody. Nobody.
Why? Of course they can beat. Oh Lord, y'all are funny. All right, we got some more news, Mr. Ford. On to the next one.
Okay.
On to the next one. Let's talk about these APR scores.
Yeah, I kind of heard about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. It's a lot going on. I wouldn't think that there could be that much stuff going on from Saturday to Wednesday. It's always something, Mr. Ford.
Yeah. I
was thinking I was gonna cruise Saturday to Saturday because we don't have nothing to talk about.
Oh, listen, there's always something to talk about now. I had a friend, one of the teachers came by the room and said, Mr. Ford, I think they're getting ready to fight in, what was it? The Chinese had surrounded Taiwan or something.
What?
Yeah, so we was, I didn't have a chance to, check it out because we had a little, this is Teacher Appreciation Week. So I went to a little setting, and I didn't get a chance to look it up, but I guess I'll do it tonight before I go to bed, because they were thinking that the Chinese was going to surround Taiwan.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's listen, baby. That Pacific Rim could blow up anytime.
Well, I'll tell you this. I went and got some toilet paper the other day. I know you said we got 3 more weeks coming up on 2.
Hey, you know what? Somebody told me the other day the last shipment is, wait a minute, was it May 11th or May 12th? That's going to be one of the last Chinese shipments to America was May 11th or May 12th or something like that.
So I went and got 2 things of 2 packs of water, like the 32. I was gonna do it like you don't want to basically be gluttonous when you go to the store. So I'm doing it in like spurts. So I went and got 2 the other day. I'm probably get 2 this weekend, and then 2 more. That should be enough water.
Yeah, that's what I went and got some water too. I went up to Publix and got some water.
Mm-hmm. That's where I went. Publix. They had the 32 packs were on sale. But I'll be, going to get, at least 6 things of water. That should be enough. And going to get a filter. Just get a filter for the sink.
Right.
I got me some more toilet paper, so I'm excited about that.
All right.
I think what else did you say was going to be? I got enough soap. I just need some detergent.
Oh yeah.
Detergent.
Yeah.
Bishop said toilet paper is made right over there in Alabama. And what do you think is going to happen, Bishop, when there's no more shipments from elsewhere that's going to put a strain on Alabama? The toilet paper was on sale though, Bishop. And anybody can say what they want, but if you go on Sam's Club website right now, their food has gotten more expensive and everything. My son's grandma, I was on the phone with her earlier, and she shops at Sam's Club, and she said that the paper towels were 18 or something like that, and now they're up to 25.
And you know what? I forgot to ask you about this. Now, Howard University is having graduation today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Or did you hear something like that?
Why you didn't ask Dr. Kanisha? She was just
Dr. Kanisha, is that right? I heard y'all having graduation today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Is that right? Don't y'all have like 3
She might not
commencement?
be on here no more.
Some of you Howard University folks, is that true?
Hey, okay, let me see.
Don't y'all have 3 commencements or something like that? Because somebody was saying they thought Howard had graduation today.
So they have a ceremony for sciences graduation recognition ceremony. So they have it Thursday, May 8th.
Yeah,
the
that's
ceremony for natural sciences will be held from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. The ceremony for social sciences and humanities will be held from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So basically, I think what they did was they separated it based off of, individual college graduations are today and tomorrow.
And by the way, Dr. Kanisha, did y'all give Diddy his money back?
Before, why are you asking them that? They didn't never get money from Diddy. I want to say the only
yes, he did. Remember, he gave them $1 million.
No, he did not. I want to say the only one that got money was Jackson State, and we have a do not return policy. We're not returning nothing.
I thought that he gave. Wait a minute. Wait, don't you remember he was that commencement speaker? Didn't he give them some money?
Never gave them the money. We are the only ones that got the money, and we only got, I want to say, 333,000 of it. And guess what? That money is spent. We don't give back refunds. The pastor spent Diddy money.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm talking about? Did we give Diddy his money back? First of all, I'm going to just put it like this. Me personally, I don't think, yes, we have that $1 million back. She said they said they gave it back. Oh, he did pay it. She said that he did.
I thought they gave it back to him.
They gave it back. I don't know why.
with all that bad press behind him. You know why?
All that grant money that comes from the feds is blood money. When you get a grant,
Don't you remember? Didn't Spellman give a lot of money back to Bill Cosby? Don't you remember that?
I wouldn't have gave them jokers back nothing. All they're gonna do is take the money that you give back and they're gonna redisperse it elsewhere. Why would you give the money back?
It's bad press. They don't want that.
Press. The Fed's getting ready to take $64 million from Howard. They need that $1 million right now. They're getting ready to cut $64 million out the budget. Listen, all of the money is blood money, one way or the other. You can look at it as it being bad money from Diddy or bad money from the government, because what do we all know about the government? What do we know of what they started on? I'm not returning nothing. That money gone. You want to know what happened to it? It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Now, why would you even bring up the Diddy donation?
I was just thinking about Diddy. Oh, Diddy.
What you was thinking about Diddy for?
You know, he gave out. You remember he gave out money. I thought he gave Howard $1 million. Yeah, I remember when Mackenzie Scott gave that money. I remember that because she gave Morgan State. She gave Prairie View a lot of money too. Yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't a moral high ground. It was a negotiation. He gave $1 million. Mackenzie Scott gave $43 million.
Yeah.
Well, you can see how our moral high ground is over here at the Jackson State University. We're not returning it.
Hey.
Shoot, I don't know. I get, it's kind of like, what are we giving it back to him for? So that he can spend it on the attorney? No, we keeping that money.
And let me ask you this, Mr. Mona. You know, my mom was my mother loved Smokey Robinson. You know, that was her era, you know, the late 50s, early 60s. And they loved Smokey Robinson in the mirror. Have you heard about that? Have you heard about that stuff that's going on with him right now?
Mr. Ford, you are dropping tea.
But you heard about that. I was just, my mother's deceased, but she loved Smokey Robinson. She loved everybody, Motown. My mother loved Motown. And when I saw it, you know, it came up on my phone about Smokey Robinson. I was just, man, darn, Smokey Robinson.
Let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, Smokey Robinson. My mother loved him. And I remember as a kid, we had the song Tears. You should play that, Tears of a Clown. It was by Smokey.
I know that this live is definitely not getting monetized. So please feel free, if you are tuning in, to send a donation. He did that. He did it, Mr. Ford.
Listen, play Tears of a Clown. Yeah, Smokey's originally from Detroit. He grew up with Aretha Franklin.
Tears of a
He's
Clown.
85 years old.
Oh, where do they think he's going to get 50 million? And what is up with all these folks asking for $50 million?
They're asking for $50 million. I think it's
his former house.
They not only suing Smokey, they suing his wife. Did you know that? They suing his wife.
Well,
yeah, they're suing Smokey's wife. But play Tears of a Clown. Play Tears of a Clown.
A lot of the times these men or these women that be married to these men, they be knowing what's going on. They just
that's what they're alleging. They're saying that she knew it, that she supposedly, I guess she was an enabler. 60 into the 70s, Motown controlled American music. What happened with the reason Motown relinquished it was because Berry Gordy began to push the movie career of Diana Ross. You remember that? They financed, one was called Lady Sings the Blues, Mahogany. And then in the process of that, two guys by the name of Gamble and Huff. Do you remember them? They were out of Philadelphia. And it was the sound of Philadelphia took over American music. That's the OJs, Teddy Pendergrass, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Oh, it was a lot of music coming out of Philly during the 70s. Oh, man.
I don't know what it is about these women, the money grab, if he did do something inappropriate, you keep coming back. That's my only thing is, why do you keep coming back over there? How are you going to get done like that multiple times unless you keep coming back, which doesn't make sense. If you had got done like that one time and you never came back and then you came out later on and said something, then that's a different story. But if you are but the allegations are enough to basically ruin a person's credibility.
Oh yeah, like I said, so many people identify with Smokey Robinson. There are so many. Like I for me, I knew who Smokey Robinson was when I was 6, 7 years old. I knew who he was. And these names y'all got in here, Diana Ross, Berry Gordy, and all that stuff. See, I knew them people when I was 6, 7 years old. My mother had an album. Matter of fact, I was maybe 6 years old. It was called The Motown Review. And on that album, you could hear the Supremes, you could hear Smokey Robinson, you could hear Marvin Gaye, you could hear the Temptations. It was just a collection of music. But the thing was, they were the soundtrack of America during the 60s. That's what everybody, I mean, regardless of race, color, creed, and all that, that's what everybody was listening to. So when these like you said, when these allegations go out against somebody like Smokey Robinson, that touches a lot of people.
Right. And somebody said, wasn't it Holland Dozier?
Yeah, they were. Now, what people have forgotten, the original writer for the Temptations was Smokey Robinson. But eventually there came a guy named Norman Whitfield who took over all of the writing for the Temptations. That's why their music became more political, more social. A Ball of Confusion. Man, they had another song that was about a person on drugs. I can't think of the name of that one. But this guy was named Norman Whitfield. A lot of people have forgotten him. This guy was brilliant, man. Norman Whitfield is the one who wrote, what was that song? Papa Was a Rolling. Did you ever hear about that? Papa Was a Rolling Stone? That was a classic. All of the HBCU bands played that for years. Did you ever hear that?
Yes.
Oh, it was called Papa. It was written by Norman.
Cloud 9.
Yeah, Cloud 9, that's right. He wrote all of that. Norman Whitfield wrote all. See, it went from My Girl. My Girl was written by Smokey Robinson. Then coming into the late 60s, Norman Whitfield began to write for the Temptations, and it became Ball of Confusion, Cloud 9, the one we just talked about, Papa Was a Rolling Stone. They changed it. It went from baby, baby, baby to, Ball of Confusion. Because all them music, that Norman Whitfield music was so deep. Man, it was deep.
Right.
Oh, it was deep.
So what do you think? Well, I just looking at how Shannon Sharp's situation happened, it kind of like was there. They put it out when they heard he was going to get $100 million deal.
There you go.
The $100 million deal went away. And now he has to go even more harder on YouTube. I will say this, he's very, very successful at YouTube, right? But those YouTube checks aren't like ESPN checks.
Right.
And, I want to say YouTube takes like 30% of whatever. So like if they're like doing things in the chat, like donating money or whatnot, they take 30%. But for Shannon Sharp, like that $100 million, whatever that was, that offer that went away.
Oh yeah, I still think it was a setup on him. I mean, once that was announced that I think they had it in the fridge, and once it was announced that he was going to get the 100 million, they brought it out the fridge because that's what they do to us. You know, they watch you and they see you doing wrong, and they put it in the fridge and they bring it out at the convenient time, and that's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played into their hands.
They got Byron Scott too. Really?
Yeah, I did hear something about Byron. I
What
haven't
did they say
read the
about
story.
him?
I did hear something about Byron. Yeah, I
What
did
did
hear
y'all
something.
hear about him?
Huh?
He went to FAMU. You know that?
Who?
Byron Scott.
Byron Scott went to Arizona State. You talking about Byron Scott from the Lakers?
Oh.
Yeah, he went to Arizona State. They traded Norm Nixon to the Clippers for the rights to Byron Scott.
Oh, you're talking about the basketball player? I thought you was
Yeah.
talking about the politician.
No, I'm talking about the basketball player.
Well, what
Byron
did he
Scott.
do?
I think it's the same thing. Some women are making you pull it up. See if something comes. I think it's about some accusations of some women against him. I'm quite sure it's in there. See if you see anything on Byron Scott. I think it's something. I think I had heard something.
This is terrible.
Huh?
Former Lakers star head coach Byron. Oh, he's accused of a 1987 sexual assault.
Yeah.
I was born in
something.
I was born in 1987.
Yeah, that's 30 plus years ago.
Wow. At a high school studio. This is terrible.
Now you got to do me a favor. You don't have to
this. Those chickens come home to roost.
Listen, you don't have to play the whole thing, but could you just play just a couple of bars of Papa Was a Rolling Stone? Just a couple of bars. Please, Mr.
Let me see if somebody send me a Cash App.
Yeah, just play a couple of bars of Papa Was a Rolling Stone. That was I remember
Papa
that. And
was a Rolling Stone. You're talking about wherever he laid his head.
Yes, that was listen. And I can remember going to all these football games and all the black colleges would play that.
How about you just sing it?
No, I'll tell you, put it on, and please just play a couple of bars, Miss Simona.
Okay.
Okay, play just a couple of bars up. I can remember back in the 70s, you'd go to football games in the back, and it would be the tuba sections that would lead it. They would always play Papa Was a Rolling Stone. That was a classic for years with the black colleges, man.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was way before talking out the side of your neck and all of that. It was Papa Was a Rolling Stone. And like I said, it would always be the tuba sections that would lead. And you had some black colleges, them tuba sections could play it too, man.
Yes. You got that, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, baby, you done brought back a million memories.
A million memories?
A million. I can remember, boy, listen. See, music brings back, where were you at that time? What was going on? I can, man. That's the days of, that's when Walter Payton was at Jackson. That's the time when, I think it was a Shaq. No, Matthew Reed was the quarterback at Grambling. They had a boy down at Bethune-Cookman named Randy Sweetback Walker. He was the truth.
Randy Sweetback Walker.
His name was Randy. He was some people think he was better than Peyton, but he had a drug problem. He was drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals. Florida A&M had a boy they called Killer Lawrence. His name was Henry Lawrence. They called him Killer Lawrence. Killer should be in the NFL Hall of Fame. He went out and played for the Raiders for years. Art Shell was on one side. Killer Lawrence was on the other side. He was a FAMU graduate. Well, I'm telling you, my mom used to take me to football game. Every HBCU band would play Papa Was a Rolling Stone. That's 72, 73, 74, 75, all those years. And I can remember, who some of the players were. Tennessee State during that time had Jefferson Street Joe Gilliam. They called him Joe Jr. That was Coach Gilliam's son. Man, them was the days.
With the Sweetback, he was addicted to something else.
He was something else. But see, back then, people called themselves Sweetback. It was a movie called Sweetback Badass Song. It was not the son. Remember Mario Van Peebles? Guys, get me, what's his name? Mario Van Peebles, wasn't it? Remember he had a movie called Sweetback?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why people would call themselves Sweetback. That's what people would nickname themselves. But this guy was a running back for Bethune-Cookman. He was out of Fort Myers, Florida. And he went the Cardinals drafted him, and then he ended up in Canada. But he was something else. They called him Randy Sweetback Walker. He was the truth. Melvin, that's right. Melvin Van Peebles, that's him. His son, now Melvin, I think, is deceased. His son is still living. Because his son put together that movie on Panther. Remember the movie Panther? About the Black Panthers? His son put that movie together. Yeah.
It's Melvin and it's on Tubi.
That's right. And the son is named Mario. Yeah. The Mario put together that movie called Panther. Oh, listen, man, Sweetback could do it, man. That dude was bad, man. I saw him, man. He was unreal. He was unreal. He played for Bethune-Cookman. I think they won the SIAC in 74.
So I have another request.
Uh-huh.
And I'm getting ready to play it. I know that's right. This is a little shift. I love this song, though.
Even though your winds blow, I want you to know you cause me no alarm, 'cause I'm safe in his arms. Even though your rain falls, I can still make this call. Let there be peace. Now I can take go away. I command you to move today because You have to see. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I don't have to worry about a thing. I'm more than a conqueror through Jesus Christ, and He's gonna bring me out all right. Yes, He is. It's amazing grace that's brought me safe thus far, and grace is gonna lead me home. I stood on solid ground and told my storm, and you need to tell your storm today. Oh, wind stop blowing, love stop flowing, lightning stop flashing, words stop crashing, darkness go away, clouds move away. That's what I told. Oh, yeah. God can't make me. No matter how the cares of this world may seem to weigh me down. No, He's gonna stand by my side. No matter what. Oh, yeah. God can't make me. Bills can't break me. No matter how hard it's hard. You won't defeat me. You won't defeat me. That's what I know.
Yes, that's what we needed, Mr. Ford.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like to say it, baby. And I like some good music, baby.
Okay, Mr. Ford, let's get on these APR scores real quick.
Okay, okay.
I've gotten so many requests. Let me pull them up. Lord have mercy. Folks talking about some, that's what I told the storm. Hey, when you gonna get on them APR when you gonna get on them APR scores? Yes, Lord. When you gonna get on them APR scores? Like y'all are glory. When we gonna talk about APR? Y'all are a miss, okay? A miss. All right, Mr. Ford.
Huh?
So these are the APRs, football APRs.
Okay.
Grambling State University is coming in at 954.
Okay.
Peer Review A&M's coming in at 951.
Right.
Alcorn State University is at 948.
Right.
Texas Southern University is at 943.
Okay.
Alabama State University is at 941. Jackson
Right.
State University is at 937.
Uh-huh.
Sudden. Boy, Sudden is right there on the dot. 930. That's the line right there, Mr. Ford. The
Yeah,
line
that's right.
930.
Uh-huh.
Southern said I'm at 930.
Right.
All right, you ready? UAPB is at 914.
Right.
What you mean, right?
I was just saying correct.
Florida A&M is at 911. And Valley is at 904.
But they're going to be forgiven, right? Is Valley going to be forgiven, or
I don't think so. So
they're not
UAPB
going to be forgiven?
and Valley have postseason ineligibility.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
And they all have level 1 penalties with practice reduction. And then Valley has level 2 penalties in season and out of season restrictions. So that's pretty bad for Coach Buckley to have to start in that, right? To have to start that way and work his way out. So I think now people are seeing some of the reasons why that particular coach was let go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Really
Oh,
know
yeah.
what was happening as to why they would do that, right?
Right.
They're like, what? They had a decent season. They beat Valley. Why is he being let go? So, you know, that's a big thing to get postseason ineligibility. Florida A&M, I don't know if folks remember when Coach Willie Simmons, he posted this weird cryptic message when he was leaving. And the message that he left was all the grades were fine, or everybody graduated. I'm trying to see if anybody in the chat remembers when Coach Simmons was leaving FAMU, and right before he made the announcement, or a couple of days after, he made some type of like cryptic message on there about the grades. And he's like, oh, our grades were fine. Our grades were fine. We had a passing level. And they came out, and I want to say that last year's APR was not passing, because I want to say that, you know, that was the year that they had AD Sykes there, and one of the things that she touted on was the APR levels. Well, Zordon, maybe they know how to file waivers. I don't know. Maybe they know how to file the waivers or something. They need to be letting these other HBCUs know how to file the waivers. There's a waiver that you can file that even if you're not meeting that 930 level, if you're making some sort of progress, they won't give you postseason ineligibility.
Oh, yeah. So FAM has a reduction in practice time, right?
Yep.
From 20 to 16 hours, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think that could have like changed the decision of the quarterback, or do you think it was about the money?
It's about the money, baby. This is a capitalist system. It's about the money. Like I told you, they got that money together up there at Kent State when they heard he was trying to catch that midnight train to Georgia.
Where are the compliance officers? Well, hopefully they'll be able to get a grant of some
That
sort.
was supposedly AD Sykes' expertise was compliance.
I mean, damn. If I had folks taking pictures of me as I'm walking into my office, harassing me, doing all this extra stuff, and stressing me the hell out, damn, and I have to concentrate on that too. These folks.
That's what I see what he brought there. Compliance, wasn't it? That was the number one thing, wasn't it?
Mr. Ford, did you hear about their AD getting on a bus for like 13 hours?
No, who was this? Tell me, who was it?
AD, their new AD.
Is that Miss Sugg?
She rode a bus with the team so that she would know how it feels.
Okay, and so where did they go? They went from Tallahassee to where?
I don't know, but why would you do that?
Like, I think you just answered that question to see what that feels like.
You don't need to see what it feels like. If you've been on a Greyhound or you've been on the mega bus when you was younger, it doesn't feel it does not feel good.
Listen, that's the way my mom used to put me on when in my day back in the 60s, it was called Trailway. That was Greyhound, but we took Trailway out of Albany. And the prices were so cheap.
I mean, I rode, let me see. I'm trying to see what I rode. I'm trying to see. I get on the train. The train's not as bad. I've gotten on the train before.
Yeah, you Amtrak?
As a matter of fact, when I was going to my first SWAC media day, I got my SWAC credentials like really, really late. And so I looked up a flight, and the flight was like $1,200. And I was like, okay, there's no way I'm going to spend $1,200 on flight. So I got on the train to go to SWAC Media Day, my first time going. And well, first of all, the luggage was free, and I had a big ass suitcase. I'm talking about a big suitcase with all my cameras and stuff inside of it.
Right.
I think it was like $300 or something, $300-$400. I had all my stuff right there with me. You can take a whole bunch of stuff on the train with you.
Mhm.
And then if you get lucky, you basically just get your own spot. You ride it the whole way. But goodness gracious, like I feel like like you don't need to get on a bus to know how uncomfortable it is. And on top of that, you getting on a bus and being bus lag doesn't even compare to athletes who've been on a bus crammed up all for hours and hours on end. And then on top of that, having to go perform at a high level.
Oh yeah. Now you were Amtrak. What?
Oh yeah, I went on the Amtrak. I went from Charlotte to what is it, Birmingham, Alabama?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I didn't even have to switch trains. So it wasn't bad because and the train left at night. So naturally you're going to be already asleep for a majority of the way. You can get snacks, but you can take food, water, you can take all the stuff on there. You can take your snacks and stuff on there. The train has nice coffee and stuff like that in the morning. Listen, I just, I remember you were saying about how you wanted a conference, a HBCU mega conference to happen, but I don't know how that would work with these budgets that we have. And you said we're in a recession, Mr. Ford.
Oh, it's gonna listen. The bottom getting ready to fall out, baby. It's gonna be worse than a recession. I think it's gonna be worse than a depression. You getting ready to see it. It's gonna be worse than a recession and a depression. Because the way this thing going,
A recession and a depression?
Yeah, it's gonna be worse. Because what we went through in the 30s, this thing that's getting ready to hit us is gonna be worse.
Worse than that's why I'm getting ready to stay put right where I'm at.
Yeah, baby.
I'm not getting ready to do too much. I learned the hard way not to be, oh, I got something else I gotta share. When is the food run out? Brandy, you got 2 weeks. I was trying to see if the rice was gonna go on sale at Publix. That rice is expensive as hell, Mr. Ford.
Everything's getting ready to be expensive.
$27 for that big ass thing of rice, and they only had a $3 coupon. I was like, are you gonna do buy one get one free rice or anytime soon?
I don't know.
Let me I have something else to share with you. Straight from the SWAC. I want your thoughts on it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pull it up. It's a SWAC news release that they just recently did.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask for your insight on it. Let's go. Let me see. News archives. Let's see. All right. So there was an ongoing lawsuit with SWAC and Urban Edge, and
I heard about that. Yeah.
You. And I just want to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah. I was. The case was dismissed, right?
So the SWAC and its commissioner, Dr. Charles McClellan, successfully obtained the dismissal of all claims asserted against them by Urban Edge Network.
Right.
$150 million lawsuit that has been pending since 2023 concerning the media rights to SWAC's athletic games. In its lawsuit, Urban Edge contended that it had a right to broadcast SWAC athletic conference games on its nationwide streaming platform. That notion was dispelled by an April 21st, 2025 order issued by the arbitrator presiding over this lawsuit, who held that, among other things, Urban Edge Network has no contractual relationship with the SWAC and as such no right to market, sell, or promote advertising, broadcasting, or similar rights for SWAC games or events of its member institution. This is a significant victory for the SWAC, who still has claims against Urban Edge that will proceed to trial. So basically, it's still a trial going on because the SWAC sued Urban Edge, and that's going to go to trial.
Right.
So, wow. What do you think
I'm
about
just happy they ruled in favor of the SWAC. I'm glad that Dr. McClellan and those prevail.
JSU's president resigned. Was that today? Do you see Mr. Moore being messy?
He's a JAG, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over there being messy, honey. Talking about
Yeah.
the president resigned. Yes, he did resign. Tell him, Mr. Ford, don't be over here. There we go. Yes, our president did resign. We're not going to talk about past the press. We already did, Merlin. And Dr. Denise Jones Gregory took you're late, Mr. Moore.
Yeah.
Mr. Thornton said,
Mr. Moore, you need to go get an AD. That's what you need to go get. Go get an athletic director. It's going to come back to the glory years. That's what you need to do. Go get an AD. Go get an athletic director.
Say, instead of over here worrying about us getting a present,
go get an AD.
Mr. Ford, these folks
show Roman Banks the door. Tell him don't let the dough hit you where the good law split you. Wasn't that what they say? Yeah. Go
and
get
Mr. Ford, if you think that these folks are gonna let me interview them, they're not.
Why?
I might get 3 interviews for SWAC Media Day. Am I going to SWAC Media Day?
Yeah, you gotta go.
No, Mr. Ford, you done said something about every last one of these folks, all of these coaches. You done said something from the east on down to the west side.
Listen,
you done said something.
You gotta go to SWAC. You can't listen. SWAC Media Day is so big now. Listen, I thought that the anticipation last year for the 24 season was great. The anticipation for the 25 season is greater. You got to go. You can't miss that SWAC Media Day. You got to go to that.
I'm gonna have to get some reassurances from some of these ADs over here. Now look, let me go ahead and add a couple of you coaches. Hey, I'm getting an interview right. I don't want no funny stuff.
They like you. They like you.
No, some of them some of them saw my table and walked the other direction.
Well, that was their loss. That was their. You interviewed. I saw you interview Eddie Robinson. I saw you interview Cozy. I saw you interview TC.
Yeah.
All them people you talking about walked away. That's dead weight. Good. Keep walking. You got all the main people. But you can't miss that. Listen, that's why. And the thing I really like about SWAC Media Day is the fact that they're having it in July. And, it's an early date. I like that. I think that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it.
You can't miss SWAC Media Day is big now.
Isn't it big?
Yeah, it's big, and everybody talks about it. Everybody talks about it. When I was in college, I don't remember SWAC Media Day. What I remember was a caravan, and they would go to certain cities throughout the SWAC territory. And they would go to, it would be W.C. Gordon, Coach Eddie Robinson, What's his name? The gunslinger. What was coach's name? You know who I'm talking about. He coached Jerry Rice and them. Cooley, all of them, they would do a caravan. But I just love this Swag Media Day. Swag Media Day is blown up. That's a big time. That's a big thing.
Time, right?
Huh?
It's gonna be big time, huh?
Yeah.
Archie Cooley, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, Archie Cooley called him the gunslinger.
That's the SWAC historian there, Orangey SWAC Sports. Mr. Ford, he's been covering the softball game, the softball tournament. Jack.
Who has the best team in the SWAC and softball?
You're looking at him.
Jackson. So when's the championship?
Tomorrow at 2:30.
And who y'all got?
We don't know yet because there's folks that still have to play another game before we find out.
Is it Alabama State or somebody?
We've been done since 5 o'clock today. We've been done. We're just waiting on whoever to come out because we're undefeated in the SWAC tournament as of now. It is not FAMU, Merlin. FAMU got to play somebody else tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I want to say it's Bama State versus FAMU again. Don't they have to play again? Yeah. So Bama State and FAMU have to play each other. They both have one loss each, right? And it's a double elimination type of tournament. So the way it would work is, I want to say FAMU and Alabama State play tomorrow, and then they play at 2:30. If Jackson State beats Alabama State or FAMU, whichever one, then we automatically win. But I'm pretty sure that if we lose that game, then Jackson State gets another chance because it's a double elimination type of tournament, I think. Can somebody answer that for me?
And by the way, who is the coach? Who's the head coach for Jackson State's girls softball?
What happened? Let me get that information for you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, who was the head coach?
Yes. Okay, I'm getting ready to pull up our Jackson State head coach and read the bio. But guess what, Mr. Ford? It's Kevin Montgomery. Guess what? You know that FAMU's softball coach yesterday or last year is Alabama State's coach this year, right?
Yeah, I remember when she left. That's right. I remember when she went over to Montgomery. Yeah.
Alabama State poached her, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
I remember.
Was in her video talking about some yeah, State. That's what she was doing versus FAMU.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
And she beat FAMU yesterday. They have to play each other again. It's like, oh, we meet again. So we meet again. Yep, y'all meet again.
Hey, right. When's the baseball tournament start?
I want to say, shouldn't it be the week after? I think it's the week after. All right,
next week.
I think Bethune-Cookman's. I'm gonna look, but I think it's between Bethune and FAMU. Okay, so that'll be the first and second seed. So Kevin Montgomery has led a resurgence of Jackson State University softball, forging the Lady Tigers into becoming one of the top programs in the SWAC. The resurgence was remarkably evidenced during the 2024 season. His 6th year with the program, as the Lady Tigers had the winningest season in JSU history.
Right.
Overall record of 33-19. They captured the SWAC championship and earned a berth to the NCAA tournament. Prior to 2024, Montgomery led the Lady Tigers to the 2021 SWAC Eastern Division Championship and to the SWAC tournament quarterfinals. A year later, in 2022, Jackson State won 3 consecutive elimination games to advance to the semifinals of the SWAC tournament. Then in 2023, JSU, with Montgomery at the helm, tied for second in the SWAC Eastern Division and advanced to the SWAC tournament semifinals. So basically, they won their first ever SWAC tournament last year, and they made their first NCAA softball tournament appearance in 2010 at the conclusion of the season. He's a native of Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, and what's his name again?
Kevin Montgomery. He earned a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies in 2005 and a master's degree in guidance education in 2007, both from Alcorn State. Not he's a Brave.
Oh, he's a Brave.
Coach Montgomery is a Brave.
Okay. So did he play for Rat McGowan?
Who?
You know who Rat McGowan is, right? Rat McGowan was he was like the right-hand man for the Godfather for Marino Castle.
He's been around. He's SWAC for real. He came from UAPB in his he came from UAPB. He began his career in August 2005. Oh, he did coach at Alcorn State.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did he play for Rat? Did he play for Rat or did he play for somebody else?
It doesn't say on here.
It doesn't say, yeah.
No, but he's from Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta.
I wonder, we got to find out what high school, what part of Atlanta is he from?
He probably played for the Rat. Who is the
Rat McGowan.
McGowan is way ahead of me. Mr. Moore said McGowan is way ahead of me.
Oh,
4
okay.
SWAC schools that he's coached at. Yep, he's been at Alcorn. He's been at UAPB. He coached at Alabama State, and now he's at Jackson State.
Yeah.
He was either an assistant or head coach throughout the SWAC.
Bro, Tiger Nation. Yeah, I know Rat. I remember when Rat passed. Yeah. See, when I was a student at Grambling, Rat was the head baseball coach at Alcorn, and he was Marino Castle's right-hand person. He was big down at Alcorn. Called him Rat McGowan. I think Rat was from Jackson. I'm not sure. I think Rat was from Jackson. I'm not sure.
Well, Mr. Ford, do we have any other news before we open the doors of before we close the doors to the church? Close doors, close doors, close doors, close doors. Do we have any other pressing matters? I shared with you about the APR scores. You know,
right.
Folks just gonna have to get it together, right? They just have to get it together. There used to be a ton of overlap between Alcorn, Jackson State, and Valley.
That's true. That's true. I remember that. Yeah. The guy who coached Steve McNair, the head coach, was named Cardale Jones. When I was a student at Grambling, Cardale Jones was a defensive backfield coach at Jackson State University. And then, let me see, Cardale became the head coach at Alcorn. His defensive coordinator was named Mario Kersey, I think. Kersey was a graduate of Jackson State. Yeah, that's a truthful statement there. And Coach Cooley worked at all them schools. He worked at Alcorn, he worked at Jackson. He was a graduate of Jackson, and he worked at Valley. Yeah.
Dang, Howard softball beat the mess out of Delaware State. Y'all must not. The 2025 MEAC softball champion is Howard.
Oh, okay. Howard University.
Well, they was number 1 seed anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It says they had 17 runs, 18 hits, and 1 error.
Hey, Dr. Kanisha, did y'all ever get an offensive coordinator for the football team? Are y'all going to do that same stuff again? Did you get an offensive coordinator for the football team?
Mr. Ford, why do you keep calling out their offensive coordinator?
Because they need one.
So okay,
Right.
so these are the teams that need offensive coordinators. That I heard you say. I'm just going to put them all together. You said that Southern needs an offensive coordinator. You said that Alcorn, you don't know if
He's
he's
on the clock. The guy at Alcorn's on the clock.
Then you said that Howard needs an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, Howard needs an offensive coordinator.
So who needs defensive coordinators?
Okay, let's see now.
What does
see? Defense is not as hard to put together as offense.
What does Bethune mean?
A head coach. They need a head coach.
Okay, what does Alabama State mean?
Offense coordinator. And for Eddie Robinson to leave him alone, whoever the offense coordinator, leave him alone.
What does UAPB need?
Money. Some more money.
What does Texas Southern need?
That's a good one there. You know what? Maybe I got to watch him a little bit more closely. I can tell you. I can't tell you right now.
Brandy said UAPB needs a new playbook. And I saw on Twitter somebody said they need to be focused on their grade books.
Yeah. Hey.
Texas Southern needs time. They need
did Pine Bluff, were they on that APR list? Were they on
the
list?
They're the other team that has postseason ineligibility.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
And practice reduction.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Howard Bison softball head coach Tori Tyson on earning her 150th career win, setting a new program record. She's Coach Tyson is the winningest coach in Howard softball history.
Oh, okay.
Whitley says she can't wait for the SWAC football coaches call to start back up again.
That's what everybody's waiting on. I'm telling you, the anticipation for the
25 season in the chat, boy. That
everybody's waiting on that
goes down. They waiting on you to ask all the questions. Don't be putting me up there to ask them questions. Why did you make that call?
No.
Are you going to are you going to take over the play calling? I remember when I had to ask Coach TC, like we were in the group chat and we were like, man, figure out what he going to do with these quarterbacks. What he going to be doing with these quarterbacks? So I had to figure out a way to professionally ask him, are you going to continue to use a 2 quarterback system, or do you plan on sticking with 1 quarterback? Man, them folks cut up during the coach's calls, okay?
He did it just right. You listen. He did it just right. He needed to see what all them kids could do in certain situations, and he was able to pick his top quarterback. I think he did it exactly right.
I think he was kind of like making Jacobian also work for it and tap in, right? You got to be, if you want to lead the pack, you got to lead the pack.
Yeah, but one of them games, that kid that transferred in, that kid looked really good. Now, I can't remember what game it was. It was somebody y'all was playing.
Zy McDonald?
No, not Zy. It was another kid that transferred.
Cam McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy came into one game and looked really good. I mean, he had me looking like, I think
our whole quarterback room had you looking like, 1 minute.
Yeah, but McCoy, it was one of them early games. McCoy looked really good though. But I like the way he handled that whole situation.
But it was Lane College. I'm not saying that the young man wasn't good, but it was Lane College.
Oh yeah, it was.
And I think
and you know that Zy's over here in Atlanta. You know that, right?
I'm the one that told you.
Yeah, that's right. Cause so I got to go out and see him because I was a fan of
He
his.
over there at Clark, Atlanta.
Yeah, he's at Clark, Atlanta.
Orange G said the biggest question is, can PV back up all their head coach trash talking? Lord,
Who's that?
pray for Prairie View, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, they talking about, man. Prairie View's talking a lot of talk, boy.
If they lose to Texas Southern the first game of the season, it'll be fire and brimstone.
Yes, it will.
Fire and brimstone. Folks will not let that man rest. He will see no rest.
Hey, somebody from Prairie View. Who's quarterback number 1 at Prairie View right now? Is it that kid from Houston?
You remember Prairie View had a very promising quarterback.
What's his name? I can't
remember what his name was.
Hey, one of you Prairie View folks. Who's quarterback number 1 at Prairie View?
PV is not going to lose to that's what they said last year. Ain't that right, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, that was a shock. Listen,
why
Mr.
was you
Mona,
shocked?
I got to get in this bed. Let me get in this bed. You have a good one.
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, and Saturday night, are you coming on Saturday?
Mr. Ford, what do you think is going to happen between Thursday and Saturday? What do you think will happen, Mr. Ford? You think something's about to go down in the next 48 hours?
Yes, I think a lot. Shoot, Alabama State might get 2 more quarterbacks in between now and Saturday.
I need. You know what? As good as Alabama State's defense was, I'm glad that they did not have a quarterback.
No, they had that junior high kid.
Wait, what? Wait, Mr. Ford.
Yeah.
You want Lionel to come up here real quick?
Lionel who?
Lionel Mosby. You want him to come up?
Yeah. I'll listen to him.
He'll stay on here.
Come on, because I have to get in the bed now. Come on.
Come on, Lionel. Come on, Lionel. Come up here real quick. You ain't got to get on camera. Come on, Lionel. Lionel. Come on, come on over here, Cletus. Come on over here. You're walking over here, but you're gonna be limping back. I don't know if he'll come up here or not, Mr. Ford. Dang.
But ask him who's quarterback number 1.
Why, Mr. Ford? Why does everybody only come in the chat or something when you're gone? Like when you leave, they be on here. But when you're
I'm
here,
gonna get ready. You find out from him who's quarterback number 1, because I want to know.
All right, who's quarterback number 1, and what other questions do you have?
That's the biggie, because to me, now if they get a big time quarterback, Prairie View gonna run through that schedule. If they got because I think they look. I saw some film today on their defensive backs, man. They look. They got a DB coming in from Princeton, and he can play too.
Princeton?
Yeah.
Princeton?
Prairie View has a DB coming in from Princeton.
The Ivy Leagues?
Yeah.
Ford, I thought he was
and he has his degree, I think.
Mr. Ford, they have like 90% transfer portal players.
Listen, you know what? I ain't got no problem with that. I want to know who the quarterback is. Who's the quarterback at Prairie View? Who's QB1?
I don't think Lionel Mosby knows because he ain't came up.
Yes, he does know. He's an insider. He knows.
He's an insider.
Yeah. He can call the president when he gets ready. He's an insider. I saw him interview the president.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was a good interview. It was a good interview. It was
hopefully one day I get to interview the president.
Yeah, I got a list of people I want you to interview. Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk. Listen, I got to go to bed.
Good
Bye,
night,
Mr. Bona. Bye. Y'all have a good night. Bye, everybody. Hopefully we'll talk again on Saturday night. Y'all have a great one.
They didn't even got a quarterback on here. Where's the quarterback at? Cameron Peters. Lucas Cooley. That's his name. I was wondering where he went. Hey, Lionel.
Yeah, at least you saying
Oh,
me. That's good.
hey Lionel.
What's popping?
Oh, you ain't ducking no smoke. Okay, yo, what's up, Lionel? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I never duck smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's 10:30. My baby sleep though. We gotta keep this on.
Okay. I'm gonna talk a little bit
We gotta
low.
keep this low.
Okay, yeah. The last time that your baby made a preview, she was crying because you was over here talking big boy noise last year during SWAC. You don't remember that?
My baby's crying because that's the only form of communication she knows. That's just the reality. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we just talk bigger smoke. The smoke don't go down, the smoke go up. You know what I'm saying? It's rising just like how it's rising over there in the St. Peter's Basilica. You know what I'm saying? We got smoke just rising right now. All in PV Nation. You know what I'm saying?
PV Nation is on the clock. You gotta speak up a little bit. Why you can't go to another room?
You can't hear me?
No, they said you gotta talk with your chest. The way you be talking on Twitter, you gotta say it with your chest.
Nah. I am saying it with my chest. That's where it's coming out of. It's where the air is rising up and coming from. You know what I'm saying? So, but
PV is coming from. You guys are coming from the ashes.
No, not coming from the ashes. We've never been ashes, so
Like what I mean, like is the phoenix. You know the phoenix bird that rose from the ashes.
Yeah, I understand. Like, yeah, nah.
No, Lionel, can you address please this smoke that you had for Jackson State folks on Twitter because of what Jeff?
Well, it's really just for maybe it's just for a contingent of y'all folks. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it seems like you had an understanding. Some of the other people on Twitter had an understanding, but it was Jackson State folks who was eating the Kool-Aid, drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Like that's just the reality of the situation, right? You know what I'm saying? All on Jeff Lively, you know what I'm saying, video, you feel me? That was the people who was responding. Those people who was posting it on a different group. So it is what it is, right? Y'all just need to have a conversation with y'allself so that y'all all on the same page. But it was JSU people. That's just the reality of the situation.
Just like he is
only
not
responding
from
because
Jackson
one of the ladies on Twitter, you know, had said that it was some kind of anonymous or something like that or whatever. But it's like that. I was only responding because of what she said in quoting T-Jack. So that's that. I was responding to that specifically. You know what I mean?
So when Coach Jackson said whatever's done in the dark will come to light, he was just saying it. It didn't mean anything.
It had nothing to do with a player that had been in the transfer portal. First of all, it had nothing to do with a player who had not been with the program since the beginning of the spring, right? So that didn't even make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Player who'd been in the portal for multiple weeks at that point in time, obviously, right? So, Coach Jackson is not. He's not an individual like that.
What was he talking about?
Well, so first of all, you got to understand Coach T-Jack, right? Even in his dog mentality, right? He's talked about that before. He uses that and he doesn't change that because when you turn it around, it's G-O-D, right? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the mantras, a lot of the conversation, right? It's a lot of biblical references and things like that. So, you know, he talks and uses those references and stuff like that all the time, right? You know what I mean? So he's building the program over here at Prairie View. It has nobody's taking shots at me. First of all, we love anybody that's ever touched foot at PV. We got love for them. Whether they stay 4 years, whether they only here 1 year, it doesn't matter, right? We got respect for them. We love them. We hope they have success, right? If they go to places where we're gonna play, obviously we can't win that game, right? But other than that, we want them to be successful because at the end of the day, it's about more than football anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's not what we do. We don't do that over here. You know what I'm saying? On this hill, maybe on other hills they do that, right? But we don't do that over here on this hill. So yeah, everybody knew that they had nothing to do with that. Obviously, we building the program over here and worry about the people that's in our building. That's what we worry about.
You went to Prairie View, bro?
I graduated from Prairie View. I didn't just go here.
Your whole damn football program is garbage. Why is you up on there talking to us like you a football
Wait
team?
a minute.
No, I'm not disrespecting you, but let's be honest about your team. Your team ain't no football team. Don't come up on acting like you goddamn FAMU or Gremlin or something. All of them garbage. But y'all are definitely garbage. you talking to Jackson State. Come on with some humility in your voice when you talking to the SWAC champs.
Wait.
We're the SWAC champs. Don't come in and tell me about your principles. We are the Jackson State.
Who are you?
I'm Max. I went to Jackson State.
Okay, because I don't know who you are. First of all,
you went to Prairie View, right?
Right there.
You went to Prairie View,
I have no
right?
idea who you are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Maximilian.
So, well, I don't know who you are, right? You know what I'm saying?
I went to D Jackson State.
None of that you talking don't matter.
You on the Jackson State channel
talking
about a bullshit ass
Max,
we're talking
I don't know you, so none of that matters.
Don't come up in this trying to sell Prairie View like you got a damn football team.
Hey,
you don't have a football team.
Hey, Max, you might want to talk to Timona, my guy, because last time I checked, I was asked to come up. So maybe you need to have a conversation with your former JSU alum. That's probably who you need to be having a conversation with, because I'm a guest here. You feel me? I was asked to come up here. So I ain't got no problem.
The last thing I'm worried about is you.
I want to talk about because
the last thing I'm worried
I was
about
actually asked to come up here. So if you didn't want me to come talk about Prairie View, you obviously should have never invited a Prairie View alum.
I didn't invite you, bro. I didn't invite. She invited you.
I know, because it's not your show. Exactly.
But you don't
okay, so let's talk a little bit about.
Hey, you don't come across.
So now that we have a good understanding, so now that you have a good
come across as a dude that like women.
Is Lucas Cooley still at Prairie View? Is Lucas Cooley? Is Lucas Cooley still at Prairie View?
So like I said,
but I know a booty boy when I see one.
So now since we got that straight, you know who you should be having a conversation with. And if you don't want me to talk about PV football on this program,
we can talk about anything, but don't bring Timona.
That's what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
No, I do want to talk about. The quarterback. I do want to, because Mr. Ford wants to know who your quarterback is.
Their whole team is garbage. Garbage.
They have a new coach. They have a new head coach, and they brought in some new players. So let's just go ahead and do you still have Lucas Cooley on your team?
Yeah, Lucas is still on the team.
Now Lucas was the quarterback from last year that was supposed to he got injured, right?
Yeah, he got injured the first game. I actually got injured on the second play of the game. So
okay, so what are your thoughts? And Cam Peters went into the transfer portal, right?
No, ma'am. Cam Peters is still.
He's still there?
Yeah, we got 7 quarterbacks on the roster.
Are you going to beat Jackson State this year? That's the question.
We don't play them.
The question
are you ever going to beat Jackson State
game in Prairie View? That's actually the real question you need to be asking. Are you going to be at the championship game in Prairie View so that you got a chance to play Prairie View? So Jackson got a chance.
You know why y'all don't play us no more?
Last time
your team is garbage, bro.
Maybe
you need to actually know what Jackson's schedule is.
Max.
Maybe you need to even know what
Prairie View. I know Prairie View.
I know that, but I invited Lionel up here.
You do, because you asked if you're gonna beat Jackson.
I didn't invite you, bro.
Are you gonna make it to the championship game? That's the question.
We gonna win the championship like we did last year.
No, you're gonna lose to Alabama State, like I said already. So you need to deal with Alabama State first.
Did you beat Alabama State?
How about you deal with Alabama State for your own
Be quiet. We beat them last year, bro.
You need to be talking to TC Taylor. That's who you need to be talking to.
Hey, you on our channel, bro.
Okay, I am going to Lionel. You know what? I wanted to ask some questions about.
I'll be quiet. But I'm fine about Jackson State.
Don't bring that
prayer Bruce shit over here, bro.
It ain't your show, and we
you ain't won nothing. She from Jackson State. She from Jackson State.
That's
what?
Okay,
it's not your show. And we can't talk about PV on this show. PV is here, so you got to be quiet. Of course, that makes sense. We here. We in the building.
But what are you talking about?
Wait, can I ask him some questions?
Please ask about that garbage ass.
We in the building, Max. We in the building, Max. Max, we in the building.
I'm gonna be quiet, Timon. Ask about that garbage ass.
I know, Max. I understand.
What have you won? What have you won? You got the worst fucking season you ever had last year.
You gotta be quiet because PV talking right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. PV. So, episode 1, can you tell me about Cam?
There we go. That sounds good to me. I don't hear nothing. All I hear is, and you know what? That's the same thing I want to hear in the SWAC championship game. Because first of all, Mac's not gonna be there. Mac's not gonna be there. I'm gonna hear the same thing. Hear this.
I live in Atlanta, bro. I live in Atlanta. That's where the championship game is at. And last time I checked, we there every year. When the last time you been here? You don't even know how to get to Atlanta. What the hell are you talking about? The championship.
Come on,
leave it alone, bro. Don't come for the big dog. But go ahead. I ain't gonna interrupt Timon. I'm gonna let the man speak.
Are you gonna let me speak? I know you're gonna let me speak because that's what I'm here for, to talk about Big PV.
But humble yourself when you yourself.
Exactly.
When you talking to the swag champs.
Exactly, sir.
You talk to the swag champs now.
Exactly. No, I'm talking to you who ain't gonna be at the swag championship game because y'all gonna lose to Alabama State. I keep telling you, you need to listen. Man, clean your ears out because obviously you can't hear.
When the last time Alabama been to the swag championship?
When the last time y'all beat Alabama State at y'all homecoming?
What are you talking about? We're just playing them next year. When have you beat us? When have you beat us?
When the last time you beat Alabama State at your homecoming? How about you?
Okay,
so
leave
it alone.
Do that first, then.
Leave it alone.
Can we go over?
That's why we should not allow these niggas win a game, then come talk to me.
Hey, listen, but it is allowed. I'm here now. I'm here.
Okay, so let Lionel speak. He's here, so let's let him speak about it.
Let him feel that way.
Create the room. You know what it is. You know what it is, Big Max. You know what it is.
Okay, can you tell me about
it? It's Max and me to get it right now.
Just make sure you at the SWAC championship game. Get there first, then we can talk. Then we can speak to Mo. Then I can hear you quiet. I can hear you just like this in person, not saying a word, not saying nothing.
Timon, I'm gonna be quiet.
You gotta get there first. You gotta get there.
Bro, we just won the SWAC championship. What the fuck have you been?
You gotta get there first. I give you the address.
We just left. When the last time Prairie View won a championship?
Big Max. Hey, Max.
When the last time you won a championship?
How many X's is Max?
Max,
how many X's you got? I'm going to make sure I spell your name right.
Okay. So I want to talk about the incoming transfers from Prairie View A&M.
Lil Max. My bad, Jared. Lil Max.
Okay. Wait. Okay, wait. Can I please talk? Hey, wait.
You better take your ass to Piggly Wiggly. You talking to a real Maximilian. Who the fuck do you think you talking to, boy?
How many
get you some money. We can talk about football. Let's not talk about money now. Let's not talk about money. We can talk about football. That's why they call me Max. I keep $50,000 sitting beside me for a small mouth nigga like you. Now go ahead and talk about football. Let's talk about football.
I think you're talking about football.
Okay,
don't talk about no money now because you ain't got no money.
Talk about football.
Let's talk about football.
Now you telling me to talk about football. What is it, man?
Because you ain't got no money. Let's talk about football.
You need to make your mind up.
Let's go ahead.
You indecisive, my guy.
You see that Shadur shit, bro. Let's talk about football.
Don't
ever call me Little Mac. Because I'm Maximilian.
You guys
Little Max Big TV.
You guys are wait.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm from D. Jackson State. Boy, I can buy your ass and sell you for 75% off. Don't you never bring your chap ass up on and talking to a real millionaire.
You guys are literally like, what is it called?
I'm done. I don't like the Prairie View vibes. You on my channel.
You on my Jackson State.
Coming in with some respect. Coming in with some respect. Now you want to talk football? Let's talk football.
Hey, listen. Okay. I came with respect. You came with the disrespect. Let's be clear, right? Mr. Little Max, right? Let's be clear, right? I came here with respect. You came with the disrespect. So let's be clear.
Let's talk football. Let's talk.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk football. Because see, you got to give to get, right? That's how it works.
I heard y'all were disrespecting.
I haven't disrespected you. I ain't cussing at you, nothing like that. You see what I'm
saying? You ain't got no money. But let's go.
You see what I'm saying? No, but you Little Max to Big PV. That's the reality of the situation. Now get to the SWAC championship game.
We can say that.
We can talk in person. I can see you quiet in person because that's what you're gonna be if you get there. If you get there, Little Max.
Where were we at last year, bro?
If you get there, Little Max.
Where were we at last year?
If you get there, Little Max.
Where were you at last year?
I don't even know how many X's. I'm trying to.
Where was you at last year? What was FAMU? What was Southern? What was Grambling? All y'all sit y'all asses at home. You come on this channel.
Listen, I
thought we were doing spell your name right. Just tell me 1X, 2X, 3X. What's going on?
Listen, I thought we was gonna talk a little bit lower because we don't want to wake up the baby.
Hey, listen, my baby.
He can't come on with this arrogant ass attitude like they didn't want to sweat.
Just let him come with his arrogance. It's not gonna do us. It's not gonna hurt us.
Hey, listen. Lil Max wanted to hear Big PV, so Big PV came out. I'm just saying. I mean, that's what happened. It ain't up to Mona. Listen,
let's
Mona,
talk
I'm
about
sorry.
Simona,
this your guess. Simona, this is your guess.
I understand you
This
got
your
promotion. I understand you got
uncle,
promotion
Simona.
driving it. You got promotion driving the
Simona, this your uncle. That's all I'm saying.
Max
go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
Lionel. I just want to ask Lionel a couple of questions about his current incoming class.
Yes, Max. Yes.
So let's hold off a little bit on.
Yeah, listen. Hold off a little, Max.
Vibrato between you two. I just want to get, I want to talk a little bit about your class because I'm interested in learning them. So, okay, so Lionel, y'all are both antagonizing.
He's still focused on me, baby. He's still focused on me.
I know y'all are antagonizing each other at this point. All right, so
hey, I'm heterosexual, bro. I'm not your type.
What are we doing here?
see what I'm saying? See, listen. I ain't said nothing to Lil Max.
Lionel, can you tell me about Cam Bonner?
I ain't said nothing to Lil Max. Hey, listen, Cam Bonner is gonna come in. He gonna add something to their wide receiver room, right? You know what I'm saying? And this he gonna have Lil Max like this, just like that. Quiet.
Are we doing a
all
sexual thing?
So, all right. Trey Davis. Wait.
You talking about football? You trying to flirt, bro? I don't know what all that shit you doing right now.
Look at him.
Okay, next is Trey Davis.
Emotional.
Okay. Lionel, next is Trey Davis, wide receiver from Kansas State University. He's originally from Troop, Texas, so it looks like the first young man and Trey Davis are both from Texas. So can you talk a little bit about your coach and his ability to get that homegrown talent back at home?
We getting talent from everywhere, right? You know what I'm saying? Even from Atlanta, where Max is, we got some people coming in. My bad.
Why you keep worried about me, bro?
Leave it coming in, right? Talk to Mona. So, Lil Max, do you know what Troop, Texas is?
Hey Max, I want to talk to Max for a minute. I don't want to talk to Mona. Hey Max, little Max, man, leave me the fuck alone, bro. I'm a Jacktown Jew. Talk to Simona.
Lil Max,
talk to Simona, bro. I ain't with all that. Simona, talk to this man.
All right,
she's trying to, but you keep cutting her off. She's trying to talk.
I don't want to talk to Simona. I don't want to talk to you.
But you're talking to me though.
Okay, so Jeremiah Mawali is actually from Valdosta State University. So this is one of the young men.
Shake your head. Yeah. You're gonna be doing it all game long. All game long when Alabama State come. All game long. That's what you're gonna be doing. Shake your head just like that. Just like what you're doing right now. That's what you're gonna be doing all game long, right? You know what I'm
this why we can't get no good presidents right here.
That's what you're gonna be doing. Right there.
Simona is talking to you.
Oh, no, you're talking. No, you're talking.
I'm gonna be quiet. Talking, I think me and you make a connection. I want to be quiet.
That's what you're gonna be doing. Shaking your head. Exactly like that. You can't be quiet. It's impossible. Listen, we've established that already. We've already established it. The only way you're gonna stop.
I'm not your guy, bro.
That's the only way.
Add some prayer shit, y'all.
Listen, you here now. So you gotta get big PV now. All right. And that's what you're gonna be doing all day.
I don't like the way that sounds, bro.
First, my guy.
I don't know.
You gotta deal with them first,
bro. Talk to Simona, bro.
You're not even gonna be in the championship game.
Simona, you see what I mean? You see what I mean?
A place you're not gonna go to.
This man is fascinated by me.
You talking about a place that you're not gonna go to.
You don't see that
you
beautiful
in Atlanta
woman.
For no reason.
You don't see that beautiful woman talking to you.
What's Mercedes being Super Bowl this year, my guy?
Simona, you see what I mean? I want everybody in Jackson State to look at this.
You just Simona,
wasting. He don't want to talk to you. Talk to Simona
in Atlanta because you ain't gonna be at the Celebration Bowl.
So Lionel, do you guys have a developed offensive line with Jeremiah Mawali coming in?
Listen,
from Valdosta State, a championship type of team.
Listen, the offensive line gonna do what the offensive line do, right? It gonna do what the offensive line do, which is give this guy fits and have him shaking his head all day. That's if he get to the championship game. That's if he get there, but he not gonna get there. That's the problem right now. Lil Max, 1X, 2X, 3X, don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, how many X's you got? I can send you a championship shirt too, my guy.
You back on me again. You back on
Raekwon Bell. Raekwon Bell from Houston, Texas.
You're right. We're on Big PV on you, Lil Max.
Okay, bro.
Okay, I know. Yeah, okay, yeah. No. What the bravado go?
Talk to the woman, bro. Talk to the woman.
Where it go?
Raekwon Bell of Houston, Texas, at the University of Houston. It looks like you got another Texas.
Just quiet. That's how you gonna be. That's this right here. Y'all clip this. Listen, for everybody, SheLovesThee, y'all watching, y'all supporting, y'all can clip this. Play it back. This how Max gonna be, just like he is right now. Straight
technically, no, Max is just
absolutely nothing. Just
Max could go harder in the paint. He's just taking a seat back.
I'm being easy because everybody
really
knows.
Taking it easy.
I ain't worried about. Listen, that's how
we're just talking football. We're just talking football. So we have Raekwon Bell.
Too. I'm talking football. I'm talking about his response to what's gonna happen this year. It's gonna be this.
Hey, booty boy. I'm not interested. Talk to her.
Bit quiet.
I have no
I'm
interest
talking
in
football. I ain't talking money.
You keep talking to me.
I ain't talking money. I don't do none of that stuff, Timona. I'm talking football.
You brought your homo ass up on it to talk to me. I done told you 20 times I don't want to talk to you. Talk to Timona. I have no interest in your faggot ass.
You came and talked to me, so
Timona.
You got me already. You got me.
I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. I don't argue with men. I argue with women.
It is what it
children by.
But you arguing though.
Special ass.
But you arguing though.
Leave me the
you see the lot,
bro.
Timona. You gotta separate yourself from
Timona. Have I been respectful? Everybody from Jackson State, I've gave
his logic ain't making no sense.
Fairy a chance, right?
But no sense at all right now.
You a Prairie View Fairy, bro. Get up off here, bro. I'm from Jackson State, bro. I'm a Jacktown Jew. Don't get your ass up off here talking that little sweet shit to me, bro. I have no interest in you. So quit arguing with me, because you ain't finna get shit out of me. I'm a Jew, bro. Leave that shit alone. I don't argue with women. I damn sure don't argue with little special ass men.
Look at you.
So I'll talk to Timona. Timona, you want to put this guy off? I got to get off. Because I'm not going to argue no goddamn fairy.
Yeah, you need to get off. That would be best for you. That would actually be best for you.
This is a Jackson State channel, bro.
I know what channel. It's a SheLovesThee channel. Last time I checked,
she went to Jackson State.
Last time I checked.
She went to Jackson State.
Of course she did.
And you a fairy. And I'm not going to argue no goddamn fairy tonight. I never argue with people like that. I'm not homophobic, but you acting like a damn fairy.
You're going to be like this all game long, my guy.
Bro,
That's
I
all
don't
I'm
know
telling
nothing
you.
about it.
Just like this.
What all them gay signs you showing me, I don't know nothing about that. We try to get back to football. Timona, can we get back to football? Cause I don't really, I don't want to look ignorant in front of this dude because I'm not trying to let him bait me in.
Hey, listen,
but I gotta call it out though.
You look however you're gonna look. That's your choice and your decision, based on what you do. That's your decision.
I think you're a fairy.
That's your decision.
So leave me alone.
That's your thought process. That's your decision, my guy. We trying to talk about PB football, but you ain't letting her. That's what we trying to talk about.
You ain't worried about no damn football.
Oh,
the only ball you worry about is two of them.
Listen, water the wine.
Get your ass up out of here, bro. Get on
water the wine,
bro.
Little Max.
You ain't talking about no football. Who's your quarterback? Who is your quarterback?
Water the wine, Little Max.
Who is your quarterback at your college right now?
How you gonna handle Alabama State?
You ain't worried about Alabama. You worried about being the man up on
Alabama State
coming on there like a damn fairy, bro. I done told you we don't do that on the yard, bro. Now go back to
you got to go through, Lil Max. Hey, Lil Max, maybe you can throw your money. You need to throw some of that money at that NIL, so that way maybe I can bring in a couple more players in the summer. Because
you want to talk about football? You want a date, bro? I don't date.
Hey, listen, we talking football. We talking NIL right now.
You ain't saying nothing about football. You keep talking about me. You keep talking about me.
Listen, we trying to help KC 1400 in this NIL.
KC don't need your help, bro.
Put some money up.
KC don't need your help.
All that talking you don't need to put some money up since you Lil Maximilian.
Hey, right? Fairy boy, can we talk about football?
So you can support this NIL collection.
Can we talk about football?
How about that? Because I'm trying to support the brand.
Well, let's talk football. Let's talk football.
Timona, I'm trying to support the thief.
Let's talk. You trying to support
this
what?
Lil Maximilian got all the money. Y'all need to get him to put some NIL bread up.
You want to talk about football now?
I've been talking football.
I ain't say nothing about football. Let's talk about football. Let's talk about football.
Man, you really not comprehending. Like, you're not comprehending. NIL, that's football, right? Alabama State coming to you at homecoming, that's football.
Did you go to Alabama State?
As you
I thought you went to Prairie View. I thought you went to Prairie View.
I've been talking football the whole time.
I ain't heard you say nothing about football.
I don't know what you're talking about. You talking
take this over. This man, I don't know if you want to know. Please talk to Timona, bro, because we can get you on out.
There you go.
We talk about other people.
Yes, that's football. I'm guessing that's football. That's football.
Boy, you looking for booty? Ain't that dude?
So that's football. That's football. I'm guessing. That's football.
No, I just think you got other interests.
Okay, I'm just checking. So I'm saying you're just a walking contradiction. You
sound like a fairy, boy.
It don't matter. All that matters is this.
Are you a fairy? Do you date men? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a direct question. Do you date men? Are you gay? I'm gonna ask you at Simona. Everybody in Jackson State, be quiet.
I'm guessing that's football.
This is the shit I be talking about.
That sounds like football to me.
Do you date men? Do you date men? Yes or no? Do you date men? Yes or no?
That sounds like football to me, Lil Max.
Do you date? I can easily say I don't date men.
Yeah, that sound like football.
Are you
to me,
gay?
Lil Max.
I am not.
That sound like football, Lil Max.
I am talking to Simona and all the sisters at Jackson, all the brothers that know me.
Okay,
Are you gay, brother? Are you gay? No, Timona. Let me finish him.
Let him finish.
Are you gay? Yes or no?
Okay, so you guys have went on for at least 15 minutes. It's clear that we're.
I want to answer. Are you gay? Yes or no?
So he's not going to answer, and Max, he's not going to answer, and then
I can't talk to these fairies.
Lionel's not going to talk about.
How am I hating on the JSU? Hold on. There's a comment saying I'm hating on JSU Collective. How am I hating on JSU Collective? First of all, I support all the collectives. I want all of our.
Wait a minute, I didn't say that.
No. It's in the comments.
He don't want to talk to you, Timona. He wants to talk to me.
I'm hating on JSU Collective. I'm not hating on the collective. I'm saying y'all got Lil Max millionaire with the money here. Y'all need to get him to give money to the NIL collective. That's what I said. Let's be clear.
First of all, why y'all getting on me in the chat? That's them cutting up. That ain't even
Timona. That man.
No.
I've had some birthday.
And some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think things over.
Man, how can y'all not follow? Y'all not following the train logically, right? Lil Maximilian say he got money.
Why are we still talking like I literally played this song? Let's try it again.
I've had some birthday.
All right, that means that we're doing a reset.
Good days is days that you win. Bad days is Alabama State coming to you at homecoming.
What, Lionel? Can you please talk about? Let's talk about PV football. Okay, so I just did. So we just did the reset.
I am talking about PV football, right? No, Timona, listen. This ain't my guest. That's your guest, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you guys are both guests on my show.
Exactly, right. And I'm
sorry. So I just played the music.
You called me up to talk about PV football, and I was asked about PV football, and I responded. PV is not playing Jackson State in the championship game.
Right.
Because they're not beating Alabama State at homecoming.
Okay, that's fine. So now I want to ask about Cameron Pascal because I actually saw Cameron. He was, searching for a home for a little bit. And he's from the University of Memphis. He's actually from Union, Mississippi. He's also the offensive line. So it looks like Coach Tremaine Jackson really focused on that, on the trenches. Can you speak a little bit about Cameron Pascal?
Yeah, so Cameron's another guy that's coming in, right, that's going to compete in that O-line room, right? I mean, I think Coach Jackson he talked about it before. There's 4 positions that he always is going to be recruiting, period, point blank. Doesn't matter what year it is, right? Doesn't matter if he feels it's strong or not. O-line is one of that room, right? So you're seeing that's what he's doing. He's bringing a lot of guys in the O-line room, guys in that have more of the prototypical size that you want to see, whether it's at the center position, the guard position, the tackle position, right? And so he's bringing those guys in, some guys that have had snaps, right, at the places they're coming from, and also guys that have had experience, right? Whether that at different, P4 programs or whether that's G5 programs, right? And so he's bringing those guys in to compete. That's just the reality, right? We looking to elevate the floor. That's what we've been doing all spring long, is elevating the floor. You know what I'm saying? Not looking to bring in guys just like, hey man, we gotta replace this particular starter. Not like, no, we're trying to bring the whole floor up in the room so that there's no gap between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. Right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's been doing in every room. You know what I'm saying? So
I saw that you had Dylan Spencer, but I don't see him on the.
He was on the album. He not on the Netflix special. You know what I'm saying? He on the album. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So
how many players have you guys bought in so far? Totally.
Say it again.
I said, how many players have you guys bought in from the transfer portal? Out from between the album and the Netflix special, because that's 15 total, on the Netflix special.
Total the special is not over, right? So they're gonna keep dropping, but some of those guys have already committed, obviously, right? So I think total when my last count we was at 42. That's not all D1, right? So some of those guys are D2 players. So those aren't going to be like on Zach's radar. I mean, they may be on Zach's radar, obviously, because Zach knows literally everything, right? Anything to do with college football, period. Zach knows, okay? But it's not going to be necessarily on their list, right? Because they're only looking at FCS to FCS guys or FBS to FCS guys, right? So I think total FBS to FCS guys right now we're at 17. FCS to FCS we're at 14. But then we also got a slew of guys that are D2 guys as well. So.
And you said you're going undefeated. I saw that, right? Undefeated this season.
Yeah, 11 in the probable. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's called. 11 in the probable. Y'all know spades. You
trying to run a Boston?
Say it again.
You trying to run a Boston?
Listen, we run the table. That's just what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? We just run the table. I ain't got number spades in my hand. Everything getting cut.
Hey, Timona, here's my prediction.
Everything getting cut.
7-53.
That's what it is. That's
going to be the score between you and Jackson State.
Everything getting cut.
If he makes it to the SWAC championship,
everything getting cut.
Right?
First of all, Max, y'all not.
If we ever see Prairie View ever again, it's going to be
y'all not gonna make the SWAC championship game. That's what I've been saying. When I've been talking about football, I've been saying y'all not gonna make it because Alabama State gonna beat you.
What about Southern versus
I just said you wasn't talking anyway, so I'm confused.
You are talking to the SWAC champions, bro.
No, I'm talking to Lil Max. You ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
No, see, it ain't about me and you. Keep making it about me and you. Ain't your type. I done told you. So let's keep it about football, bro. What we keep getting on me for, bro?
I've been keeping it about football.
I got children, bro. I got children.
Let's be clear.
My ass is exit only, bro. My ass is exit only. So let's get on back to the football.
First came on. Yeah,
I don't know. Hey, Timona.
What happened last year? You thought that Prairie View was going to make a good run last year. What do you think happened or transpired that kept it? Is it the injuries to the quarterback room that kept you guys?
It just wasn't. Listen, at the end of the day, it just wasn't. No, you need one voice, right?
You just got a sorry ass fucking football team. Let's call it like it is.
Hold on, I'm confused. Am I being asked the question or Lil Max being asked the question? Because last time I checked, I thought she asked me. Okay, just checking because I'm just making sure.
That's facts.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
And until you can win some shit to prove me wrong, I'm gonna always say Alabama and Jackson State are the two best teams in the SWAC. The rest of y'all ass is garbage. Until you can prove me wrong. And I know damn well Prairie View is garbage.
Lil Max, y'all not making the SWAC championship game. I'm trying to let you know how they already.
Bro,
I'm just trying to prepare you so you don't be too emotional when it happens. I'm trying to tell you ahead of time. I'm trying to help you out.
Let's talk football, bro.
I'm trying to help you out. I am talking football.
Y'all what is your name, brother? What is your name?
I'm trying to help you out, my guy.
What is your name?
I'm trying to help you out.
What's your name, brother?
So you don't be too emotional.
Now I'm asking you a question. What's your name?
Because the SWAC championship game gonna be in Prairie View.
What's your name, young man?
Off University Drive. You feel me?
Whatever your name is, I'm gonna call you by your name. Ain't no
off University Drive.
I'm a grown ass man. Let's be respectful.
That's where it's gonna be.
So I know you got some gay tendency, but that little
in
Max
Prairie
shit
View,
don't work
Texas. off University Drive, right? That's where it's gonna be.
Let's talk
But you're
football,
not gonna
though.
be there because y'all ain't gonna make it this year.
No, I'm not gonna be there because I think you want to meet me there.
All right. So Texas Southern,
Man, leave me the fuck alone, bro.
So
Y'all
Texas
not gonna make it
Southern,
this year. That's just a reality situation, little Max. Maybe if you put some bread up for this NIL though, that everybody in the chat keep talking about. Maybe you put some bread up for the NIL since you got the money.
So everybody,
I've had some day.
can we talk about
Hey,
Texas
listen.
Southern?
Hey, listen. Now, listen. Hey, Timona.
bro, I'm really trying to be. I'm really being nice.
This is the thing, right? Lil Max need to understand what's about to happen. I'm trying to help him understand, right?
We don't care about what happens to Jackson State. We're talking about Prairie View.
Right?
We don't
She's
care
trying
about
to tell you
Alabama
already,
State.
There's some weary days, all right? Listen, Max, Lil Max, you're gonna have some sleepless night. You're gonna have some sleepless night.
I'm trying to be nice to you, right?
You're gonna have some sleepless night. Your nice is a weird nice. You got a weird nice.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
Your nice is weird, all right? Listen, y'all got some. And
so
the
at Jackson State, when I go off on him, don't y'all say that now, don't you? Because I'm trying to be patient.
Listen,
yeah.
At the end of the day, I want all of our.
Can we talk about football, brother? Can we talk about football?
It's crazy, actually.
Let's talk about football, brother.
It's actually interesting.
Okay,
what
so
you're
the
talking
only
about.
thing that I want to talk about is
it's football.
Timon,
I ain't gonna.
I'm sorry, I had to do it for shit. Y'all been going on for damn near 20 minutes. Please stay on. I did mute both of you, not to be disrespectful and mute you, but damn, y'all been going on for 20 minutes.
Hey, but listen, Timon, your man came on with
your ass unmuted yourself. How the hell you do that?
But your man came on with disrespect, Timon. You waiting 20 minutes, you talking about you muting, right? So let's be straight. You see what I'm saying?
I know, but you guys are saying the same thing. I know, but I did let you guys go.
You allow that energy. You see what I'm saying? You allow that energy.
And I also allowed
I'm
you.
just responding.
Right, and Lionel, I let you respond. I didn't stop you from responding, right?
So there's no need. Why are you muting me then? Why are you muting me?
I muted both of you guys, and that's because I wanted to ask you a question about the schedule, and I let you guys go on, and then we talked like 3 minutes about football, and then you guys started up again. Like
Timona, it ain't you guys. I didn't say nothing to this dude.
No, I just want to ask about Texas Southern because last year you guys lost 9-27, I want to say. And I just wanted to ask about what is different this year that has you, because you were very confident last year. What is different about the culture at Prairie View that you see?
Nothing.
I'm asking Lionel what he thinks is different.
But you know he ain't got no comprehension skills, man. You see, he answering questions that you asking me. He's saying he gonna be quiet. He keep talking. Like you should know this by now. All right, you should already.
Okay, Lionel. So what I wanted to know was what is different about the football team? What is different about the culture?
What's different is we're not gonna lose our homecoming like y'all. Unfortunately, gonna do to Alabama State, which is why Lil Max not gonna be at the SWAC championship game.
Wait, why are we? Wait, Alabama State, huh?
Yeah, I've been saying this for the longest. Like you ain't been.
Why are we talking about the East? We over here at the West.
We talking about the SWAC championship game. That's what we talking about.
No, I'm not talking about the SWAC championship game. I'm talking about Texas.
We talking about the SWAC championship game. We're talking about how the West is gonna be won and who's gonna be in the SWAC championship game.
No, we're not talking about that.
That's what we're talking about.
We're at week 1 at the Labor Day Classic.
Yeah, listen, week 1, we passed week 1. We in December.
How did we get past week 1? I'm getting ready to go through every single game.
We're talking about the opponent for the SWAC championship game. That's what we talking about. All right. SWAC championship game is gonna be Prairie View versus Alabama State.
Okay, that's fine. So it's gonna be Prairie View versus Alabama State. That's fine if that's what you feel. Okay, so now can we go over week 1 versus Texas Southern? Because you guys last year, you guys were at the SWAC championship and at the Atlanta already last year, and you ended up losing week 1. So that's what I was trying to figure out, like what is going on in that football room with the coaching, the culture, with the team, with the players. What is going on that makes you feel like you're going to beat Texas Southern?
What's going on is, we got a team that know how to handle homecoming. All right, that's it. We got a team that's going to win homecoming.
What
That's
about
the reality.
Labor Day Classic? Not
We got a team. We got a team that's supported by people who actually gonna put up money for NIL. That's what we doing.
You guys have NIL?
We putting up money.
I never knew that.
We putting up money for NIL. Unlike some people who don't want to support their school, but they got money apparently. They got bread, but they ain't putting money up for NIL. Right? That's
Bishop,
why.
if it's bugging you,
and that's
come
why
back on Saturday.
That's why we confident. Because we got people who doing
Bro,
that.
you're clearly not talking about me.
Money they got, but
you clearly not talking about me.
That's the reality of the situation.
I don't think anybody at Jackson State knows what I do for my college.
That's the reality. So that's why I can be so confident.
I'm gonna be honest.
Because we got.
Can I be honest? I'm gonna get.
I will see you, Lionel. I thank you so much for coming on here.
Let me tell you something, you little dick ass.
Okay. So basically, that's what he wanted you to do. Is he wanted you to do that?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because he's a dick ass and a booty boy.
Wait, let's not do that.
Geez, that's what he is. Because he want to screw me. He don't want to talk to you. He want to screw me. You're a faggot, and I can't deal with dudes like that.
That's what you gonna be.
Okay,
and that's the problem. That's the problem we have right now. It's guys like that. I know a lot of gay guys in Atlanta that don't act like that. He's a dick and a booty boy. And I'm from Jackson. I'm a Jacktown too, bro.
Yeah, little Max. Come on,
I'm a grown ass heterosexual man with kids. You gonna keep calling
Max?
me little Max faggot ass boy?
Let the world know. Let the world know.
Grow the fuck up.
Okay. So I will.
And Simona, I'm sorry, y'all, because he wanted it. That's what he wanted. And that's what I gave.
Big TV.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you
I
for coming
apologize
on.
to everybody with Jackson State. Y'all know I don't talk that way. But this dick in the booty boy, that's what he wanted. And that's what I gave. I don't do that shit,
I'm going to
bro.
bed too. Y'all have a good
Simona,
night.
I love y'all, and anybody at Jackson State I disrespected, but y'all know he's been looking for it the whole night.
Y'all have a good night.
That man is hilarious. He talking about he don't talk that way.
Get your
I ain't
faggot
said
ass
nothing
out of my
disrespectful to him.
You a fucking faggot. Get out of my
obviously he do talk that way.
Yeah, you a faggot.
But again, right? He don't got no understanding.
I call you a faggot.
He been contradicting
I
himself.
say faggot all the fucking time. You a gay ass faggot. Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Anyway, see, y'all be wondering why I'm not. Lord have mercy. Anyway, y'all know, so obviously this live, it wasn't being monetized anyway because we were playing Papa was a Rolling Stone, Smokey Robinson. There's about 142 people in the live. Go ahead and like the stream. If you would like to make a donation to the channel, please make a donation to the channel. All the information is at the bottom of the screen. Like, what are we doing here and why? When Mr. Ford said, I'm headed to bed, I should have went to bed too, huh? All right. Max will cover everything. Wait a minute, Fred. What do you mean Max will cover everything? What's that supposed to mean? If you enjoy this channel, why are you talking about Max will cover? What's Max supposed to be covering? Max ain't paying none of my bills. And Fred, you enjoy this channel just like everybody else. So you can become a member or you can make a donation. Over here talking about Max will cover everything. Why would he be covering everything? What kind of shit is that? Over there talking about Max will cover everything. What? Oh God, y'all are off the chain. I wanted to ask Lionel about the offense and the defense. I really wanted some more information on that. We had a nice conversation, me and Mr. Ford, about a lot of stuff too. I'm not bringing nobody back. I was hoping I was going to be able to get some answers out of line because I wanted to know, are y'all going to beat Texas Southern? He didn't even want to tell me about Texas Southern. He want to talk about Alabama State. I'm going to just tell you right now, from the little bit of football that they did talk about, from me, Alabama State is not putting no fear in my heart. I don't know about the rest of Jackson State, folks. I'm going to have to see something. I mean, Alabama State is going to have an offense. And, you know, some of their key guys are not at Alabama State this year, which, I mean, yes, you can have folks that come out of the woodwork, but folks like DeMarcus or the Cunningham, and there's like so many young men that were a part of that defensive line, and they're no longer at Alabama State on top of not having the same defensive coaches. Now I do know that Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. is a defensive mind in terms of, you know, him being in the NFL and all that, but Traquan Thomas, I want to say he's gone. Kanye Varner is at Jackson State. He's with us. Who else was real big? Rico Dozier. I want to say he gone. DeMarcus Cunningham gone. And those were a lot of the first team all SWAC. I want to say that those were some of the main names that come to mind. I'm just saying. This is how I was looking at both of them. Like, hold up. Are we going to talk about football or are we going to talk about football? Fred over there talking mess. Talking about he'll cover it. Excuse me? And that's why folks was up in there. You know what? Yeah. That. Anyway. Right, Miss Shanetta? Like, Merlin said PV had 2 SWAC championships in the last 60 years. So they are going against a lot of history. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, I had to take off my eyelashes because one of them fell off. I'm gonna go get my eyelashes done probably this weekend. Yeah. So I guess we're just kind of decompressing now. Everybody have a blessed evening. I don't know. I might not come on here on Saturday. Y'all don't know how to act. Y'all be acting a damn fool. Y'all don't know how to act. All right. Y'all have a good evening. Be blessed and highly favored. Oh, this is how I was looking at them. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? PV said, this is big PV, not the little one. And in the words of Prime, we coming. I heard that. All right. Have a good evening. Oh, shit. What in the hell? I can't even find the music.
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I follow control. The clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why should this day that He knows one day from me? Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord.